Hello everyone, how's it going? How y'all doing today?
Are you live?
Of course I'm live.
Whoa, you didn't even do a timer?
I'm live! I'm live. I did a timer. I did a 2-minute timer.
You didn't even do a timer?
I did a 2-minute timer. It's live.
Well, you didn't even tell me that we were doing a 2-minute timer.
Is your audio on? Because you have to turn your audio off.
Well, I'll just turn my audio off.
There you go.
My audio's off.
The audio's off. But no one's here.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Why is no one here?
I'm
watching. Is it
watching.
12:15 at night?
I'm watching.
I'm watching.
No, I'm watching.
No, I'm watching.
Why are you here? I thought
I'm
you
not
were going
here.
to bed. You said I couldn't leave
No, you can't
until
leave.
I do this.
You could leave. Oh, fine, go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
Go ahead and just...
I love you.
Love you, Bill. I'll see you.
You just going to sit right here?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, for just a
Well,
second.
what kind of work do you need to do?
I'm going to actually...
You're going to be going to bed?
I'm heading to bed. I'm taking a shower. I'm gonna basically just try to get a good night's sleep. But we should be fine.
I'm just gonna drink this.
I love how the first person who commented in chat's name is
Nocturnal.
Yeah.
That's a smart person.
Smart choice.
They're up when they're supposed to be.
What's your quick question? We can help you out with that.
I mean, what is your question?
What's 42 plus 17?
Maybe he's asking us to give him a quick question.
What's 42 plus 17?
42 plus 17 is 59.
What's 42 minus 17?
42 minus 17 is 25.
Good job. By the way, good tricks as well.
Huh?
Repeat the question. Give yourself time to answer. That makes sense. It's just strategically sound.
Yeah, what's 15 squared?
Squared?
Yeah.
225.
Oh, what's
That's
16
wrong.
squared?
It sounds wrong.
No, that is right.
Is it?
Yeah.
13 squared is 160. Yeah, it is squared. It is right.
Yeah. You're right. You're
I
right.
just instinctively, I didn't even pause. I heard it's a big box.
Fit a single calyx cube? I think it does.
Yeah. So it is sort of.
It depends if you have space behind the calyx or if you want it to jut out.
You can see it there. It'll jut out of your calyx cube, but it'll
fit.
Lengthwise, it's a little too long, but it'll fit in the calyx cube.
Look at how much water I put in here. This is
I
my
saw.
timer for
That was
the
a good
stream.
choice. That was a good choice.
I'm gonna drink this.
Everybody, that's
continually.
about 17 bathroom breaks. Enjoy, and I won't be here.
I'm gonna drink it until I can't hold it anymore, and then I figure that's the time on the stream.
Just on the same page. When you're done for the night, turn off the camera.
Turn off the camera.
Hit end on the stream.
Should I hit end on the stream first?
No, and not record. Not record. End stream.
End stream first.
Sure, that makes sense.
And then do the camera.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, I think that's all.
I think that's it.
I think it's all.
That's it, right?
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
No, there is no Meg. There's no Meg. I'm not even here. I mean, she might be here.
You're here for a second.
I'm here for a second. It's been a long second.
It's been. I mean, it's your choice.
Yeah, no, but we'll hang out a bit.
When?
Maybe I'll show up after my shower.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Are you gonna shower before we go to bed?
Yeah.
Well, then shower and come back down,
That's
and then
saying.
say night night, boo boo.
I'll say night, boo boo. A little peck on the cheek.
We'll see how much water.
See how much water. Cool. I'm gonna let you take it from here. I'll be back soon. Okay. Enjoy the chaos stream.
All right. Thanks. I'm in like a chill mood right now. I guess I don't have to mute this. I can play some music while I'm talking to people. It is such a cool sword. It is such a cool sword. Come show it on camera. Come show it on camera. It's a cool sword.
Or do I save it for conventions?
Oh no, you show it on camera.
This.
Oh,
it's my cool sword.
It's dope.
It's a cool sword.
It's The Witcher. And it's a foam sword, but the handle's like legit.
Basically, Chip Theory Games got me a sword, and now I'm like, I want swords. And so I bought the sword. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of that dragon CGI thing. Stab him in the back! Stab him in the back!
The Mad TV. That's so good.
I'll let you get to it.
That's so good. Alrighty, I'm just gonna mute the video, and then I can unmute my computer, and then I can play some music while I'm doing this. I'm gonna play, you know what, in honor of some Camp Co-op friends, I'm gonna play Explosions in the Sky. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to go ahead and chat with you guys. Ask me anything you want. I will talk to you guys about pretty much anything. Gonna do that one. Let's see how this sounds. Oh, so peaceful. So peaceful. So peaceful. For a sword, I recommend a Purple Heart Armory Feeder. Oh, I'm going to look that up now. Now I'm just going to look that up. Purple Heart. What's up, babe?
What's the question?
Purple Heart Armory Feeders. Oh, wow. That thing looks intense. Intense. That is a sword. That is a sword and a half. Looks cool though. Looks cool. What's going on with you guys? I'm gonna drink a lot of water, hydrate, and then I'm gonna hang out with you guys. What's going on in your life? I've played DEI, really like DEI. I played Shipwreck Arcana. I didn't know anything about that game, really enjoyed it. We've played some Marvel United. What else have we done? We've played some Marvel United, DEI, we've done Shipwreck Arcana. Oh man, we've done other stuff. I played an Age Contrived. What else have I done? What else have I done? Some other games that I can't think of right now. For some reason there's a game. I've done some Crokinole, done some Can't Stop, done some stuff. Just gonna hang out with you guys. I'm gonna drink some water. I do need to play more. I do need to play more Too Many Bones, for sure. Yeah, I need to get that out of the trove chest and remember that there is a game in there. DEI was great. I want to get that game. I enjoyed that game. I liked it a lot. We just played the base game. I had a fantastic time with it, and Alex is currently very hype on that game, and it is justified, I think. It is a very, very cool game. That's this right here, DEI. It was fantastic. I want to get it now. It was deservedly fun. Do I have a favorite solo game? Favorite solo game. Let's see. Favorite solo game would probably be... if I'm thinking about like a more pure solo experience, it'd probably be Space Hulk Death Angel, but I want to play Space Hulk Death Angel and Final Girl a lot more. We just filmed a video on 12x12 for what I want to play in 2023, and both of those were on there. Hey Srebme, it's been really good. You know, this is the end of the night. I'm gonna maybe do like one more thing tomorrow, just in the morning before I leave. But I'm listening to Explosions in the Sky right now. Just chilling, talking to you guys. Heard you talking about the trope chest earlier today, and it made me sad. Too Many Bones is one of the few games that I've used all in content. That's fantastic. So, no, it's not that like I don't want to play the game or I don't like the game. It is just like, and I genuinely don't know. Like I'm either just a distractible person, or I probably do have some level of like ADHD that I just have coping mechanisms that I've developed with over time, but I still have mental processing or habits that are spawned because of that. And because it fully fits in a calyx cube, it kind of just like blocks it out from my brain. Like if I don't see something, I don't remember it. So yeah, or if I remember, it's because I've ingrained in my habits and my process to remember it. So it's not that I don't want to play Too Many Bones. It's that I just don't think about it. Also, it's a tough one. Like at this point, I'd have to sit down with the rules again and reintroduce myself to a lot of it, which isn't that scary of a thing. I just need the time. Just need the time. There's so much water in here. I genuinely don't know. Like it's probably half gallon or something. It's a lot. It's a lot. What have you guys been doing? How's your weekend been? How are you guys doing overall? How are you guys doing overall? Just kind of curious. What's up with you guys? What's up with you guys? So that's one of the things that I think that is kind of natural to almost any chip theory game's title, is that there's enough of a complex rule set that if you're playing with it, you can just keep playing with it because you've got it in your memory and you're used to it and it is familiar and it's natural. But if you haven't played in a while, you really have to kind of like re-immerse yourself in it, and that just takes a little bit of time, and it takes a little bit of troubleshooting as you're trying to remember what's going on. So Burn Cycle is the one that I've played enough of a chunk in 2022 that if I started playing it again right now, I'd only have to check a few things that I could jump back in. But Too Many Bones and Cloudspire, I would have to jump back into and check out. I would have to check those rules out. Oh wait, in my head, I was like, I can mute this and play music. But then you have to listen to me. So you can still hear. I'm used to, in my live streams, I'm wearing headphones. So I can listen to my music. But that's not the case here. So I do need to mute the explosions in the sky so there's not that random background music. Doi. Doi. But no, yes, threat me just to, additionally summarize. I've had a really good time, and now I'm looking at the microphone and not the camera. I don't even know I haven't had anything to drink today. I don't feel overly tired, but I guess it's just hitting me. We played Obsession and Mind Management last night. Tried to play Near and Far tonight, but my stepson wasn't into it. Obsession is one that I know a lot of people love. It's just theme-wise, it's never been interesting to me, and so I haven't tried it, but I know a lot of people love it. Mind Management, super solid. Love Mind Management. Near and Far, I haven't tried any of those Ryan Lockett games. I've tried the small one, Rome, and it was fine, but it wasn't one that I would keep. But I know that a lot of people really like Above and Below, Near and Far, and whatever the other one is. Oh, the music's nice. Okay, I'll play the music then. Hogwarts Legacy. I know a lot of people are playing that game. Feels that way when I play War of the Ring and Star Wars Rebellion once a year, so remembering the rules sucks. Yeah, I think that War of the Ring is a tough one because I got taught that game. I would need to go back and read it. Now that I was taught it, it would help kind of anchor the rules a little bit in the one experience that I did have. Star Wars Rebellion is the one that I just want to jump back into that, man. I love that game. That's such a good two-player game. Such a good two-player game. So good. Weekend is going too fast. Might play some Death May Die with my wife before going to bed. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, good for you. It's too late to start that level of game for me. It's 12:30 here on the East Coast, which means it's 11:30 where my wife and kids are. It's just too late to start Death May Die, but I really want to play Death May Die more this year. More on that soon. I've been really enjoying the channel more now that you and Meg are in almost all the time. Have a good one. Hey, I appreciate it, Board Game Fever. I hope you enjoy playing with your wife. That's awesome. Have a good time. Have you ever played Space Hulk the board game? I have not played Space Hulk the board game. Haven't done it. Wouldn't be opposed to it, but I've just played with the card game. Jeff, it's been a while. What's up, Jeff? I hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, man. It's been, I hope California life or West Coast life is treating you well. Anyone care who wins the Super Bowl tomorrow night? I don't have a preferred team, so we would probably play games on BJ. I have not cared about the Super Bowl for years now. I will say that there's this one guy for like the last 5 or 6 years has correctly predicted it, and he's predicted that the Eagles will win tomorrow rather than the Chiefs. So I just want the Eagles to win so that he keeps being right, because it's crazy. Play games on BGA while the game is on in the background. Yeah, I won't get home until midday tomorrow. So now or never. That's the third one in that series. Yeah. So an evening. The thing that I care about tomorrow is the next episode of Last of Us. That's what I care about. Chaos. What's up, Tones? How's it going? I just figured I would, He's all alone now. Oh, Alex, why did you not capitalize the A in all? You did it for everything else. I think you're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think I'm alone now. The beating of my heart is the only sound. Had a baby, and being a support system, taking care of my toddler. Jeff, I get it. Scaling from 1 kid to 3 kids has been a challenge. It has created a lot of stuff. And Amber and I are just kind of like continually trying to make sure we prioritize each other as well while we're dealing with our kids. So I get it. Kids are hard. I mean, they're great, but they're hard. So totally understand. I hope it's been wonderful for you with your kids. So hope that's been wonderful. I know it's tiring. That's take that for granted, but yeah. Played some Marvel United today. I've played some Marvel United this weekend. Had some fun with it. One of those promo boxes off the Kickstarter, but sheesh the price. Wish we could have picked up optionals without a full pledge. That's fair. That's fair. I think it's hard to please everybody in terms of a Kickstarter campaign when you have so much content, because a lot of different people will want different combinations of it, and that just makes it so, like, granular as to how you have to separate it out. So, yeah, I can understand being annoyed, though. If you could steal any of Alex's game in our view, what would you take? Oh, I would take... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, did he move it? Because he's taking it with him? I would take Arena of the Contest. I would take... In Your View. I would take Foundations of Rome. I don't know if you can actually see that. But I would take that because I don't have it. I would take Rise of Moloch just to check it out. I would, if Rum and Bones is good, we planned on playing it. I would take, I don't know. Some of these are big ones that I don't necessarily know if I want, or I maybe already have. I have Zaya. I have Unsettled. I have Mech vs. Minions. I have Marvel Zombies. Is that Claustrophobia? Is that what that one is? I wonder if that's Claustrophobia. I don't know. I might try that. Don't have HBO right now. Need to get it so I can watch Last of Us. Everyone says it's so good. It is quite great. HBO just has the best, like, limited series and stuff like that. If I had to pick one that's got, like, just continuously good hits after that, I don't know if Hulu or Amazon Prime would be the next one that I would pick, but HBO Max is great. It is great. Maybe Apple has some really good ones too, but fewer in volume. Just got home from a 20-hour board game day. Wow! That is a lot of board games. That is a lot. Are you and Meg going to join Alex at Dice Tower West? So, Tones, unfortunately, I can't. Meg is going to be there. Alex and Meg are going to be there, along with a bunch of other content creators and people from the Camp Co-op community and, the industry or community at large. I cannot go. It conflicts with one of my wife's trips, and also, even if it didn't conflict with one of my wife's trips, I'm just taking so many this year that I'm trying to be respectful of the strain that it puts on my wife and my family at home when I leave. So I have a couple other trips around this time of the year, and I just can't add that one in, but it's also got a direct conflict with my wife's work calendar. Also just got my all-in copy of Vindication. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I want to play Vindication so bad. I played it once and I had a great time with it. What's a new podcast you have been listening to that you would recommend? I have not been listening to a podcast recently, but if you could, I would pick Oh My Goodness. I love that. Yeah, but it looks so close like you're not. Oh my gosh.
We're not going to comment.
Oh, wait, you're not even showing it?
Of course not.
Of course not. Oh, I thought you were going to tease.
No. I have a reputation to uphold.
I don't have one, so it's fine.
Quick question. What time are you waking up tomorrow morning?
Not another D&D podcast is what I was going to tell you. And then just go into Dimension 20 from there. I've not done Dimension 20, but not another D&D podcast. How late this goes is what's going to depend on waking up.
Why don't you,
like 8:30?
Why don't you WhatsApp me the time you want to wake up? And if you don't WhatsApp me, I'll wake up at 8:30.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Deal.
Are we trying to play anything tomorrow morning? Or just film
What
stuff?
would we...
I don't know.
If
probably just film the thingy majiggy.
Yeah.
I almost said the freaking name.
Yeah. That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. No.
Do it.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
They'll never know.
How's it going, everyone? How's
Yeah.
your, anything going on here? Copy 20 of the Vikings. Where's Devin's poncho? He looks cold. Devin is welcome to a poncho anytime he wants it.
I don't know where they are. Are they in your room?
I had one just lying around upstairs, and I have 3 in my room.
Oh.
I have one over there. I think you want a poncho?
Sure, I'll wear
cool.
a poncho.
Wait, a poncho.
Wait, can I wear the other thing?
The ridiculously cool cape? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, where is it? Is it in here?
This thingy?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
I want that.
Enjoy.
Gloomhaven mainly. Yeah, Gloomhaven, I'm doing that online right now. Devin, did Alex teach you any of the games from the recent list this trip? Did we actually knock any off of that list?
What list? The top 10, what's it called?
The ones that you want to teach us?
Well, there was, we wanted a few things. You wanted, okay, Quad Heroes is a no. We had Arena of the Contest.
That wasn't mine, though. That was Meg's.
You got, no, okay. You got Arena of the Contest, which, not yet. Tenaris.
That was to me, though, not
Assassin's
Meg.
Creed, no. Welcome to the Moon, still yes. I don't remember what else there was. What did you have? What were your 5?
I feel like a freaking gangster in a video game.
What 5 were yours?
Mine was Assassin's Creed, Blood Rage, or no, maybe Meg picked Blood Rage.
Okay.
Mine was Arena of the Contest.
Okay, cool.
Assassin's Creed,
Cool.
Zaya,
Legend of Your System.
Ankh maybe? Maybe Ankh?
No.
I don't think it was Ankh. Maybe
Okay.
Inish. I
How
can't remember.
about I go find them?
Sure. Dude, this is comfy.
I know it's comfy. There's a reason I have
Holy
it.
crap sack. How much was this?
You don't want to know the answer to that. 180?
So no, we haven't done that. I have not watched Barry. Severance is the Apple TV show that I want. So I don't have Apple TV.
City of Spies.
I have it for a little. Oh yeah, City of Spies.
Which we almost did.
We almost did.
And then Rurik.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
we almost did.
Yeah,
both of those were on the list to get played, and then he said no to Rurik.
No,
Yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
We played DEI, and we
And
said
then
if
when
we were
you're done
going to
with
do something
DEI,
else, we said
when you're done
Estoril.
with DEI, you were like, I'm kind of not in the mood of another. Like
Yeah,
you
sure.
said.
That
then you
was
said-
on me.
Then you said.
Then I said Estoril.
But you said let's do a breather first. Let's do something else short
Yeah,
first. And
yeah.
we did the short first thing.
Yeah.
And then we didn't play City of Spies because that
Yeah.
point. I'll take credit for that after.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. No, that's fair. It's fair.
So really, almost got 2 of them.
So, oh, dude, this is so freaking comfortable.
And
holy crap.
There's a reason I like it.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Severance is an Apple TV show that I would desperately want to watch. What character are you playing in Gloomhaven? That's to Evster. Shreb Mom, thanks for just being active in chat. You're awesome. Green Bean, hi, just watched Andor earlier this month. Oh, yes. Oh, Green Bean, I love you. I love you. He thinks Andor's amazing.
I need to watch Andor.
You haven't watched it yet?
No.
Oh, so good.
I'm behind Obi. I haven't watched it.
What should I watch next? Any recommendations? Green Bean. If you should watch Last of Us. That's what's on right now. It's live. I think the 5th episode is what's coming out tomorrow. So Green Bean, you should 100% watch Last of Us. The Tinkerer. Hey, Evster, I'm playing the Tinkerer in my campaign as well. Have you played Aeon's Trespass Odyssey? I don't own that game. Do you own that? Is that coming for you?
Nope.
ATO?
I played the prototype. It was a very good game, but it's kind of Kingdom Death for me.
I need to, like, pop it
it's
back a
too
little
much.
bit.
It's too much game that I'm not investing in that.
That's fair. That's fair. This is so comfy.
I know. I like it.
Oh, this is so comfy.
Just don't ever wear that after you go for any one of your jogs. This has to be like cleaned in the most obnoxious way possible.
Oh.
Yeah. It's sure.
Oh, I would never do that to you.
I know. I'm just saying. Don't do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Cool.
I know. I'm just saying, don't do it. Yeah, it's tones. I just try to be mindful of.
Okay.
I think Alex and I both have to juggle how much our wives
Hate us.
hold up the family while we're gone.
Yeah. I'm gonna head to. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go to bed so that I can
Okay.
actually have a reasonable amount of sleep.
Sure.
Good night, all. Enjoy. You know what to do to turn things off. Make sure to turn the camera off and all that stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bye. Love you, babe. My copy of Tiny Epic Vikings is coming in a few days. I love that so much. That's awesome. I love that so much. I did like that one when I played. It's the first Tiny Epic I've played. I don't have any comparison to the other ones, but I enjoyed it when I played it. My thing for Tiny Epic that I'm curious about is it one of those games where when you're playing it, it's so chunky of a small game that you kind of want a bigger game. But I really enjoyed it. It was a fun time. It also didn't take too long. Live again. Yep, Frankie. Yeah. This thing is awesome. Scrambling to learn and get DEI to my table. It's good. DEI is so good. DEI was a lot of fun. Haven't heard you talk about Clash of Cultures sitting around. I don't know Clash of Cultures. I mean, maybe it's amazing. I have no idea. I haven't played it before. I don't know anything about it. I have Alien Trespass Odyssey, but still reading the rules, and I'm working on painting my model. So yeah, that's I feel like the thing that people keep talking about in terms of that is like KDM and other games like that. And then I think the same people are doing Kingdom Forlorn. I think Last of Us Episode 5 dropped on Friday. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What am I can't watch it. I have to watch it with Amber. Oh, I want to watch that so bad. I have to get back home so I can watch that with Amber. I don't want to be that. I'm not that person that watches it without their spouse. So I've got to wait till tomorrow. Brah. Anyone backing The Last of Us Escape the Dark? I'd like to. It's in the window of time in which I haven't been backing anything except for 3 games that fall under expansions. And then Dune War for Arrakis, which I broke my thing to back that because I liked it enough. I'm disappointed with Aeon Trespass Odyssey as 1,000 little exception rules. It just gets in the way of playing. So I don't feel that way about Oathsworn, which is now over there because Alex is taking it with him. But yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, 1,000 little rules is a lot to kind of like juggle. I mean, obviously I know you're exaggerating, but if it's got a lot of exceptions that you have to keep in mind, that's frustrating. You got to check out Dungeons and Daddies podcast where they roleplay dads with kids that get sucked into a D&D world. I've heard about that one. I've heard good things about that one. I'm a girl, he. Sorry, Green Bean, I'm an idiot. I apologize. Definitely going to watch Last of Us. I would watch my nephew when he played it because the game scenes were so interesting. Oh, yeah. That is why my wife is watching it with me, because those are the kinds of games that she would watch when I would play video games, would be third-person, over-the-shoulder, narrative games like that. They wouldn't make her motion sickness or bother her to watch. So she would watch that, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, the Uncharted series, those are Tomb Raider, those kinds of games she would watch with me. Yes, I've played Last of Us. PS4, PlayStation exclusive titles just in general are typically my favorite narrative first-person games. Or like solo games, single-player games. I love those so much. So, Green Bean, 100%, you should watch Last of Us. The other recommendation I have of a game that most people, or of a show that most people would have access to because of Netflix, is if you have not watched Arcane, you've got to watch Arcane. Green Bean, if you have not watched Arcane, you got to watch Arcane. I backed the Last of Us board game. Nice. No, I know that a lot of people were excited about that one. This thing is maybe a little bit too intense. I kind of like the Russian, urban gangster look that I'm going for. So I'm just going to keep it like this. I want to pick up Cthulhu Death May Die or Too Many Bones. I just don't know which one to pick up. So hard to pick one. Darktron, do you like dice chucking fast ability upgrades, or do you like very complex spatial and dice strategy associated with a nuanced class that you explore over the course of a longer play? Cthulhu Death May Die is a shorter kind of experience. Too Many Bones is usually a longer play session. So do you like longer play sessions and a harder game, or 75, 90-minute play sessions and like an easier core rule set, but still very satisfying scaling of like power and stuff like that? Are you glad that your buying ban is closer to over with, or has it not been so bad? Honestly, Allie, it hasn't been that bad. There have been some that I've missed and been upset about, like I wanted to back Andromeda's Edge. I wanted to back Arcs from Leader Games. There's been 2 or 3 others that I've wanted to back. The ones that I've backed, I've felt good about because they've expanded existing content that I had. So I did Marvel United Multiverse because it gives me so much content for the game that I already have a lot of content for, and that I've played a lot with Alex and not as much with my base copy or my copy. but I know the game so well now that I've organized it pretty thoroughly to play a lot of the content. So Multiverse was a no-brainer. I got Cthulhu Death May Die Season 3 and 4 to further expand all of the Elder Gods that I can do with Cthulhu Death May Die. I got the Moonraker Titan box to get the expansions for the base game. And then the one that I did break the rule on was Dune War for Arrakis. But other than those four, which were some hefty purchases, I haven't purchased any game for myself out of those four for almost a year now, and it's felt pretty good, and it hasn't really bothered me too much. It's made me just be a little bit more chill about things, so I've been enjoying it. You played much of Too Many Bones? I've played Too Many Bones a little bit. I have not played it near as much as Alex or people who have exhaustively played it. I played it like 2 years ago, and I just haven't jumped back into it because it takes a little bit of time to acquaint yourself with the rules for it. I did like 1 session or 1.5 sessions with Daniel in last year, but it wasn't enough to reacquaint myself with everything. But do I have a lifestyle game, Devin? If I had to pick a lifestyle game, I'd probably pick like Crokinole. Crokinole, or, honestly, Lotus Moon, I would maybe also pick Poker. Like, Poker and Crokinole, oh man, I could play those forever. Have you played Cthulhu Wars? I played the Planet Apocalypse, but I have not played Cthulhu Wars. Hey Kirk, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I got to play Goblin Vaults at 3 players last night. Had a great time with it. So I'm glad that I was able to get it and not play it solo 3-handed. But I had a really good time with Goblin Vaults. I've played that now, Kirk. And then I've also, we're midway through Chapter 4 or Story 4, Adventure 4 in Role Player Adventures. So, doing well. Thanks for asking. Or I guess you just said hi, but I just responded. Arcane is unbelievable. You are correct. Have you painted many minis? I painted Warhammer miniatures when I was younger. I have not painted since, but I would happily get back into the hobby. I just don't have time for it right now. But I'd happily do it. I did get Moonraker Titans. I had to. I honestly think that the 3 expansions for Moonraker's Titans make Moonraker's jump above Veiled Fate for me. Yeah, I love IV too. I'm going to Tennessee Game Days. If any of you guys are going to be at Tennessee Game Days, I'm going to Tennessee Game Days. I have Eclipse, Second Dawn of the Galaxy, but I have not played it yet. I really want to play Eclipse because I like the idea of a ship-building focus that plays faster than a lot of other 4X games in terms of like Twilight Imperium and stuff. Dune War for Arrakis, super excited. Have I watched Legend of Vox Machina? I have watched the first season. I wasn't blown away. Like, Arcane is here. Legend of Vox Machina is like down here. Now, I will have to say, I do not have the like lore and cultural background and appreciation. I've not watched Critical Role, like the actual live campaigns that they did. I haven't watched or listened to that, so I don't have the investment in the characters. But even if I did, I think I have enough separation of judgment from content that I like that I could still say that Arcane is a better story. Arcane is a better show than Legend of Vox Machina, I think. Do I have a favorite war game? If I could play Warhammer, it would 100% be that. I love the Warhammer universe. Like, Warhammer 40k would be my jam. And maybe that doesn't count because it's more of like a tabletop, war game, but it would be Warhammer 40k if I had the time and money to sink into it. Goblin Vaults was a lot of fun. I played it last night, had a good time with it. Doing year-end finances right now, and this is going to help me stay awake, so thank you, sir. I don't know how long I'll stay awake, but I will help you as much as I can, Kirk. I should be sensible, but I'll try and be as good as I can. Please leave the stream going when you leave. Alex would be impressed. That would be funny. An empty chair stream. That would be great. Are you still working through Oathsworn? So those minis are currently sitting in the box. I actually have a friend who's in California who has a thing of Oathsworn, and we are trying to figure out if we could play remotely and stream one person's copy for the group. So I'm going to try to see if I could do that. And if I can, then we're just going to play that way. If not, I'm playing Role Player Adventures with Amber, and I'm hoping that she enjoys that enough that I can convince her to do Oathsworn after that. That's my hope. So if I could get Amber to do Oathsworn with me, I would be over the moon. Because she's really into the narrative of Role Player Adventures, and I think Oathsworn would also be a really good one after that. Nothing better than another chair stream. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, is the empty chair stream. Playing any video games lately? Got the new Dead Space remake. Ah, man, I would love to get back into Dead Space. I might buy it. I just recently finished God of War Ragnarok. So, just recently finished God of War Ragnarok. Had a really good time with it. Have fun at Tennessee Game Days. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm excited. Arcane is a great overall show. Episode 3 made me cry. Vox Machina is more like comedy. Apples and oranges. Sure. Sure. I mean, I think that even though it's comedy, it's also a matter of like what the main thread of the plot is and how intriguing that is to me. Because Vox Machina has humor in it, but it's also like a dark show in terms of the main narrative thread. Like that plot point that, pushes through all of that and binds the characters together is not like just a comedy-based thing. But yeah, there is a comedy thread in it for sure. If you had time to paint one game, which would you choose? I painted Dune Imperium, Wonderlands, War, and Blood Rage, and I'm never painting again. If I had to pick one, that's a tough choice. I would maybe finish Oathsworn. I'd maybe get all of the other bosses painted for Oathsworn and have that be my painted game. But there's some other ones that would be really nice to have them painted. I'd have to think about that. My games that I would want them painted. Like, I love Forbidden Stars, but I don't want that painted because it's really easy to delineate the factions because they're colored. That cup is ridiculously large. You should figure out what game components fit most optimally. I have to get rid of the water first. I don't want to dip anything. I guess I could do Too Many Bones since it's waterproof. Favorite Mythic Mischief faction to play? That's actually their game I've played the least. I haven't been able to play my physical copy since I've got it to the house. So, it was just right there, but now it's over there because Alex is taking it with him on his trip. I mean, I've had a good time with all the factions, but that's a game, I should put that on my 12x12. I should put Mythic Mischief on my 12x12. I should play that this year a lot. We can all talk still without you. That's true, Epster. Hey, Jules, speaking of my Oathsworn minis, speaking of my deliciously painted Oathsworn minis, Jules, that time I should be able to lock that in for next Sunday to do the podcast. So that time should work for me. I'll still message you, but I'm just, in case I forget, I'm trying to message you now. I'm actually going to message you now so I don't forget. Can you send me a calendar invite if you have my email? I mean, you should have my channel email because it's just the channel name at Gmail. But if you can send that to me, that helps my special brain. Calendar invite helps me lock in what I'm doing. Try VR board games. I've heard about that. I'll have to check that out. That seems cool. I love Scythe. Have you ever played it, and do you have any thoughts on the sequel to it that was just announced? I like Scythe. I enjoy it a lot. I want to eventually play the Rise of Fenris campaign. I've heard good stuff about it. I just haven't played it. And yes, I definitely am interested in Expeditions. I just will have to check it out when it comes. I do have a 12x12, Srebme. I do have a 12x12, and Alex and I just filmed it, like, right before this started. So I have a 12x12 that we're doing. Sweet, Jules. Appreciate it. You're the bestest. If you didn't have your buying games ban, what's the first game you would be buying or backing right now? That's tough. Probably Andromeda's Edge or Arcs. There's some other ones that have just come out to retail. What are new games? Alex has got so many new ones. There's a couple that are coming out like right after my ban that I want to back. I want to back the new Endeavor Deep Sea. 100%. I played that, had a great time with it. Want to back that, and I want to back IV's new one, Fractured Sky. Any other ones? Oh, I want to get DEI. I want to get DEI too. That's so much fun. I don't know if there's others. I'd have to see. Yeah, I don't know if there's any others just yet. If you ever rearrange Alex's board game, do I ever rearrange his board game shelves while he's not with you? No, but I'll happily do something. Let's go ahead and what to do? Let's move the small play button. Let's move it here. Just see if he notices that. And then let's do something else. What am I going to do? I don't know. Just separate those a little bit. There we go. And then there. There. All right. Let's see if he notices that. Put a box upside down. That makes sense. Let's do that. I gotta do one that's not as obvious. Let's do Zombicide. Just sideways. Then we'll do Destinies upside down. Alright, there we go. We'll just see if he notices those. Wasn't there something about Jesse buying you a hamster? Whatever happened with that? I don't do anything with Jesse anymore. What board game is on your mind most lately? What board game is on your mind most lately? I mean, immediately I'm thinking of DEI because I just played it and I really had a good time with it and now I'm excited about it. Board game is on your mind most lately. Six Siege. Six Siege is also on my mind because I really, really want Mythic Games to be able to stay liquid and stay afloat, and I want them to be able to make good on the production of that game. So 100%. How was filming preview content? It was good. It was good. I think that Alex and I are in a good place in terms of getting that off the ground. I'm excited for it. I'm doing Board Game Go previews, and I had a good time with it. Swap 2 board games in that shelf behind you to see if he notices. I'm curious if he'll notice the sideway ones, or if he'll notice any of those minute changes I made. Maybe he'll watch back through this and he'll just know. We'll see. Maybe swap the hide his chip theory sword, swap the 2 Zombicide game boxes, take a component out of the box and put it. Oh, I couldn't do that, Stremmy. That would bother me. So I just couldn't do that. Turn all front-facing games around. I don't want to do stuff that's so obvious that he's like, oh, now I have to fix everything. True Chaos Stream. Feel free to have no comment. I don't mean to stir up drama. I'm done with Jesse. I backed Six Siege and then missed paying for shipping, so they canceled my pledge. Oh my gosh. Oh, Frankie. I feel so bad for you. That is so painful. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. That physically pains me. Yeah, Hell Last Saga, that's another one that I know that they're working on. What's up, Joey? Hope you're doing well. Joey, I tried Swensons. Just real quick, the earlier this weekend or whatever, when I was just like going out real quick for a phone call. And it was okay. It was okay. I think I'm more interested in that melt place. I think I'm more interested in the grilled cheese place. Swensons was just fine. Five Guys I think is a better burger than Swensons. So, yeah, I think Five Guys and David's in Little Rock and stuff like that, I think those are better burgers. So, yeah, it was an okay burger. It was fine. Nothing special. Nothing that I would like regionally come to Ohio for. But it was okay. It was fine. I tried the fried mushrooms. They were, again, okay. And I tried the fried zucchini. There was not a lot in there. So it was heavy fry batter, not as much food. And then the burger was fine. It was an okay thing. I don't like begrudge eating there, but it was definitely not like a repeat for me. Dang, I was a day late for finding out, or I would have backed 6 Siege. Sorry you missed shipping, that stinks. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough for sure. I went all in. That is the first campaign where I just threw everything at 6 Siege. I love the video game. I love Rainbow Six Siege. I've put a lot of hours into that video game. I really enjoy it, and it was a fun 2-player game. It was also just a really good board game. Like, that is up there for me with, like, Star Wars Rebellion and Dune War for Arrakis. Just a really good 2-player game. Potato teasers. Yeah, I didn't try those. I thought about it, but, yeah, I didn't. Five Guys is awesome. Five Guys is awesome, Kirk. Yeah. Lived pretty close to the original 3 locations for most of my years. Oh, Northern Virginia. Yeah, no, Five Guys I think is a great. I also... Maybe I need to have In-N-Out a couple more times, but I think I like Five Guys more than In-N-Out as well. Describe your favorite burger, toppings, condiments, etc. Oh, that's tough. Man, so if I'm thinking of like my perfect burger would be and not all diner burgers do this. Not all like greasy diner burgers do this. But my favorite burger is essentially like a smash burger. So get yourself like your meat and then smash it down until it's super thin so that you're going to get a lot of like the essentially burnt or like crisped up brown bits on the patty so it's got more surface area. Get it really, really smashed. Get your grill really, really hot and practically do it on like a kind of cast iron skillet surface to where you don't lose all the fat. Because the problem with doing burgers on the grill is all that fat drops off into the grill typically. But if you do it on like a cast iron skillet surface, then all of the fat stays there and it helps cook it. So then... It just stays on it. And then you get your cheese, and you do your cheese, and you cook it for a very small amount of time, and you just get, a smash burger is just, when it's done right, it's like the best burger you can eat. It's so freaking good. Darn you, Alex. Screw you, man. He noticed. So yeah, Kirk, 100% a smash burger. Going to DM a link now. I want your reaction for this box cover art for a game I got now. 100%. Gonna look at it. Oh. Whoa. That is dope. I would say, so, Jules, for the photo that you just sent me, from looking at it straight on, it's almost too much of the like bone color, but when you actually move it to the side and you can see the edge, like the bleeded edge of the black when it's sideways, that from that perspective it looks way better. That is a creepy freaking photo. That is a creepy photo. That looks like one of those... That photo looks like one of those kind of like medieval despair and like weird takes on hell. That is creepy. Creepy. Am I the only one who loves Vast more than Root? I really did like Vast. My problem with Vast was the rule set. So I didn't play Crystal Caverns. I played Haunted Hallways, or like the Mysterious Manor, and the rules weren't clear. It was almost like a weird midpoint between Root and Betrayal at House on the Hill, where each person had different rule sets, and it wasn't clear which ones superseded the others, or how they, like, you know, went up against and compared to the base rule set. Like, Vast was really cool. It just didn't explain well how some of it functioned, and it made, like, the gameplay somewhat unintuitive. I really liked the concept, I just thought that the rule follow-through wasn't clean. I think the closest melt to Alex may be like 20 to 30 minutes away. Okay, that's a little bit of a trip. That's a little bit of a trip then. Oh, well, can't unsee the sideways box now. Morganite, Cultist number 6, you have arrived at a time in which maybe you are past the point where they asked me to do that. They asked me to do it. I love you, Alex. I'll fix it all, because it bothers me too. Could you do a Wednesday Addams dance? I don't know it. I don't know the dance. It's like the... I don't know it, though. I don't even know if that's accurate. Is that even close to it? I don't even know if that's accurate. How close was that? I don't even know. Where is the nightly song? You guys want me to sing a song? I'll sing a song. Okay. I don't know if I'll do the whole song. Let's see. Okay. Small one. Okay, small menu there. Whoa, Jules, I'm excited to hear whatever the announcement is. That's so awesome. Alright, Sreb Mom, this is for Chad. Getting born in the state of Mississippi, Papa was a cop and her mama was a hippie. In Alabama, she would swing a hammer, price you gotta pay when you break the panorama. She never knew that there was anything more than poor. What in the world does your company take me for? Black bandana, sweet Louisiana, robbing on a bank in the state of Indiana. She's a runner, rebel and a stunner, on a merry way saying, baby, what you gonna? Looking down the barrel of a hot metal 45, just another way to survive. California, rest in peace. Simultaneous release. California, show your teeth. She's my priestess, I'm your priest. Yeah, yeah. She's a lover, baby, and a fighter. Should have seen it coming when I got a little brighter. With a name like Danny California, day was gonna come when I was gonna mourn ya. A little loaded, she was stealing another breath. I love my baby to death. California, rest in peace. Simultaneous release. California, show your teeth. She's my priestess, I'm your priest, yeah. Who knew the other side of you? Who knew that others died to prove too true to say goodbye to you? too true to say. Push the fader, gifted animator, 1 for the now and 11 for the later. Never made it up to Minnesota, North Dakota man wasn't gunning for the quota. Down in the Badlands she was saving the best for last. It only hurts when I laugh. Gone too fast. God, you know. And then you go into the chorus. Whew. Not a great time to sing songs this late for my voice, but I like you guys. Let's see. As a thank you, I got some favorite recommendations for you and everyone here's shows. Freaks and Geeks. Classic, like only one season of that show, but classics. Documentary, The Institute. I would say if you want to do documentaries, you should do Icarus, which was like a crazy documentary, and the follow-up, and the reason why I'm saying the follow-up is the guy who did the Icarus, who won an Oscar for the Icarus, followed it up and did The Dissident, but because it is criticizing Saudi Arabia, Netflix and other streaming platforms would not stream it, and so you have to buy it. So if you want to support that, like the guy who covered The Dissident, which covers Saudi Arabia's, you know, the Crown Prince sanctioned killing of Jamal Khashoggi, the Washington Post reporter, you have to buy it. So like The Dissident is a really good but dark and upsetting documentary, but you should support that. Not bad, Devin, gotta say. Love the... Hey! Red Hot Chili Peppers are awesome. Stadium Arcadium is like one of the best albums known to man. It is two CDs, 14 songs each, 28 songs total in the album, and they all hit hard. Oh my gosh. So, oh my gosh. Andrew Lee, you and Chris George need to do a duet. Oh, I appreciate that, Andrew. Allie, good, nice singing. Oh, thank you. I have a very like baritone level and nothing above or below it. Snap. Thanks, Green Bean. Haven't tried Charterstone yet. It's on my list. I do need to try that. Thanks, Shred Mom. I've had a Charterstone for a while. Yeah, no, I don't know much about Charterstone. I mean, I know of it, but I haven't played it. What did you think of Charterstone? Yeah, people like it. Interesting Charterstone conversation here. Chris George and Devin, greatest hits after dark. I love Chris George. Chris George is a delightful human. Boom. I'm going to keep singing. Keep drinking. What videos can we look forward to? I have filmed while I'm here. I did a first impressions of DEI. I did a first impressions of the Shipwreck Arcana, which is a game that just took me by surprise. I really like it. And it's a simple little deduction game that's cooperative. And I did a 12x12 of the games that I'm trying to play 12 times each this year. And then I am doing another one tomorrow that I can't talk about yet. And then we did stuff for Alex's. I mean, those 3 that I named, plus the one that I'm going to do tomorrow, those will be on my channel. And then the other ones are going to be on Alex's. We did Marvel United. We did some other videos. It is a large cup. It is a large cup. I'm just going to drink a bunch of water. And that's what's in here. And when I have to, like, uncontrollably pee, that's when the stream's over. Wait, they come in pints? I'm getting one. Good old Lord of the Rings. Love that movie. Scronwan! Hey! It's been a while since I've seen you, Scronwan. I hope you're doing well. Nice, I got Shipwreck Arcana at Gen Con last year, but gave it to a friend that liked it more than me. I really had a good time with it. I didn't know that they were at there. I want to get it. The art is beautiful, and it's exactly my kind of little puzzle. Played solo with 2 autonomous persons. No, that is when the stream begins. When I have to pee. It would be... Maybe I should pee and let a little bit of empty chair stream before anything else happens. I have a Batman mug that size. I put cold things in it because the warm drinks will get cold too fast. That's fair. They do get cold faster. Ah. Strange brew putting out fires. I don't know what we're talking about. I know Brew's a game. Strange Brew. Why does Strange Brew sound so familiar? Oh. Strange Brew. Now I can't think of what that is. Oh. Stream. I'm an idiot. I can't believe I did not get that. It's interesting, but he's the only other person that I would play it with that liked it. Yeah, okay, gotcha. That's fair. That's fair. I played Dune Imperium on TTS Club a lot, and we were talking about board game creators, and your channel was mentioned several times. Aww. Really? That makes me feel better. Well, I mean, not that I was feeling bad. That just makes me feel good. Thanks a lot, Frankie. Well, are you talking about my channel or Alex's channel? Alex's channel I would totally understand. But that's really sweet. That makes me feel good. Aww. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know. That's really sweet of you. Canadian comedy. I mean, no. Letterkenny is a show that I need to start watching. I need to start watching that show. It is not scotch. This is just water. I could go get a drink, but I'm just chill right now. I could go get a drink, though, and let an empty chair stream be just here for a little bit. Shrem Mom, are you still listening to Explosions in the Sky? Are you still enjoying them? They've got quite a few good albums. Quite a few good albums. Board Game Barbecue. Heck yeah. Excited. Okay, Andrew, because I know that you want it, I will leave this chair. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it chairception for you. Can I make it to where it's 2 chairs? What if I do that? And then it's like, how's that look? Does that work? How does it look? There we go. Chairception. Chairception. I'll go get a drink. Why not? There's that. That there. That there. Now it's just a single empty chair. I don't actually know if am I allowed to. I probably can't keep them too loud, because then I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. The chair. This is a jacket that Alex got. I need to get the thing that opens up the thing. Where is that thing? Where's the thing that opens up the thing? You know what? I don't have the thing that opens up the thing. I guess I'm just going to use my nails because I can apparently do that well. Alright. Whew. Morganite, I would need more of these to forget that I was streaming. I would need some more. Explosions in the Sky is excellent work music, 100%. I'm glad you liked them. I'm glad you liked them. I have not watched Star Trek Discovery. My Star Trek experience back in the day was Deep Space Nine. I loved DS9. So, let's see. Chair game coup. Probably past the sub count. Working go. Andrew, I love so much that was a seminal experience for you on my channel, was the empty chair stream. A complete accident. Oh man, if they opened up a late pledge for 6 Siege, I think it. Oh man. Okay, I made myself a screwdriver, so just some OJ and vodka. But I used a metal shaker. I should probably say what I'm doing before I just do that. The thing that opens up the thing. Kirk, was it quiet enough that it was hard to tell if anything was playing? I hope it was so quiet that you guys couldn't really tell what it was. Let's see. Perfect. We're in New Zealand and currently in the middle of a cyclone. Thanks for the entertainment. Oh my gosh, Becca. I hope that the cyclone goes away. The best board game to play mid-cyclone would be... man. The best board game to play in a cyclone. Is Too Many Bones cyclone proof? I know it's waterproof. Is it cyclone proof? Maybe Too Many Bones. Because it could take the hit, you know? Why is Alex's beard so much better than Jesse's? I'm trying to think, what does Jesse's beard look like? Has he been clean shaven or has he been growing it out? Alex has a good point. So Alex has a good sculpt to the point of it. And he's got enough to where it feels substantial. I can't grow a beard. It would take me forever to grow something, and it would still probably be patchy, which is why I try to stay mostly clean shaven or 5 o'clock shadow. Ever think about becoming an Amazon affiliate and link some of the goods you buy? Example, the ponchos. Alex probably might, but I don't know. I'm not cool enough to have stuff that I would Amazon affiliate link for. If I affiliate linked, it would be to food and drink. I'm scared. Quick, hold my hand. It's just Chris. But is that Chris? I don't know. Are you stumbled on this chaos stream after a night of vampire movies? Ooh, did you watch 30 Days of Night? Which is a super freaking scary but good one. natural night out. My optimum thing would be if I could stay up till like 12:30 and sleep until 9:30 every day. That would be my dream world. Sadly, I have kids. That's not a thing. And I also have a job, so neither of those things work. But I do frequently stay. I am more of a night owl. My wife would probably comfortably go to bed at like 10 every night. But I would rather probably stay up between 12 and 12:30 every single night. So I am a little bit more of a natural night owl, but I can sleep at people's houses. I'm also picky though. Like, I like my bed at my house. I'm picky. I have a good bed at my house, and it makes me not like most other beds. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's crazy, Becca. I hope you're safe. I hope you're safe. Scrawn one. Can't do anything about it. Can't do anything about it. Congrats on winning among cultists, but that said, I've watched 5 Up and Disguised Toast on Among Us, and I don't think a single example was up to par as... Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if Disguised Toast is the same thing as Toast, but if you're watching people play Among Us, like, I'm thinking of Toast and Sayuken and Pokimane and Corpse Husband and all of those people, Valkyrie, like, man, deep pandemic, watching those Among Us playthroughs was just a delight. Ludwig and all of the people that would join. I mean, Among Us, if you have a group, if you're on video chat or if you're on voice chat, and you have a group that knows each other, Among Us is so much fun. But thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed killing everyone in that game. 30 Days of Night was interesting. 30 Days of Night is like that's like for me a nostalgic movie because I don't do well with horror movies. Jump scares get me every time. Literally watching The Last of Us with my wife, who I've played the game. I'm the one who played the game, and I like Dead Space and other horror games. I was the one shrinking into the couch, and she was the one that was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, Bella Ramsey. I'm like, she's gonna see something, and I'm like, she's gonna see something, and it's like, I don't want the jump scare to happen. 30 Days of Night I watched in high school when it came out in theaters, and I really liked it, even though it was scary. And it kind of showed me that some horror movies can be good even if they're scary. Like, The Grudge was horrible. The Grudge was such a dumb movie. But it still scared me because there were creepy parts to it. But I was like, 30 Days of Night was when I was like, okay, I can watch some of these movies. Even if they're scary, I like them. Favorite role-playing game? Mace, probably the one I play the most, Dungeons and Dragons. The one I like the most, Alien, the role-playing game. But there's a couple out there. I really want to try Blades in the Dark. I really want to try City of Mist. I want to try The One Ring. And there's a couple. I want to try Morkborg. Free League Publishing is just killer. Comics are better. I'm not so much of like a serial comic reader. I like graphic novels. I think one of the best stories out there is Saga. And then you've got stuff like Preacher. You've got stuff like Why the Last Man. You've got stuff like Sandman. Man, there's some freaking good ones out there. For sure. Saga in terms of art and story. Oh, Saga's so good. Among Us in VR is fun. I haven't tried that. I think I would like that. Why is that Zombicide game behind you not upright? We did it to mess with them. It bothers me. I'll fix it. So it's this one. I'll fix that. And then I'll fix Destiny's. And then I'll fix this. This was over here. I'll put that back. I'll fix these. And then I'll put this guy back, and we'll put it there. And now that that's there, I think we can call it quits. I haven't screwed up everything yet. Or is there one that I did backwards? No, I don't think I did anything backwards. Alrighty. Wasn't that impressed with Among Us in VR, at least the demo that Dice Tower did. It could grow on me, though. Better in person. So my thing for Among Us is I want 6 to 10 people, preferably more like 7 or 8, and then I want us to be on like voice chat or moving into video chat when you go to the meetings and stuff like that. Just voice chat would be fine, though. Yeah, you gotta have a group. Yeah, you gotta know each other. I do like 28 Days Later. That's a good movie. That is a good movie. Also, I mean, that is one of the few. That is one of the earlier. I absolutely adore and Cillian Murphy. Oh, he's so good. Peaky Blinders. Peaky Blinders is good. Cillian Murphy is, I think, one of the most underrated or untalked about actors of his age, and I think he's fantastic. Is that one of those Norse robe things I keep seeing? Yeah, Dwarf Furious. Yes, it is. Alex bought this. This is not mine. This is Alex's, and it is insanely comfortable. It's like what did he call it? What kind of wool did not? I don't think it's alpaca. Maybe Sherpa or whatever. It is so comfortable. He told me the price. It's a little pricey. But it is comfortable. I really do like it. Aliens is a really good one. Dice Tower's group is generally hilarious. Not sure. Disguised Toast. You're saying Disguised Toast, not Dice Tower. Sorry, DT is so frequently that for me. Disguised Toast group is generally hilarious. Not sure if 5-Ups is consistent. Gotcha. Jump scares I love. Alien, yeah, I'm okay with jump scares. They scare me. Like I haven't finished Us yet because Us kept getting to me. I think it was part of like Lupita Nyong'o's her performance when she's her other self in Us is freaky. I like horror movies when they don't suck. Yeah, it's weird for me too. I don't watch horror movies, but I love Dead Space. I love horror video games. Like Dead Space for me is like environmentally or atmospherically is one of the best horror things ever done. Need to go to bed. Stray Mom, I hope you have a good night. Love you. Ooh, Invincible is a TV show. Invincible. Hey, Kevin. Guys, I want everybody that's in here who wants to do it. You don't have to do it. But I would love for you to give Kevin some love. He is a continuous, prolific supporter of the channel. He is an absolute darling. He gave Alex his board. He sent me a board to give away on my channel. He gifts all the time. Kevin is just a wonderful human. So you should say thanks to Kevin. He's a darling. Did you ever finish Mind Management? I haven't finished it in the sense that I've unlocked all of the shift packages, but I love Mind Management. Alien is an awesome movie. That's why I had to buy everything for Nemesis. Yeah, so I need to play more Nemesis. I bought it and then I got rid of it because the first time I played it and it wasn't a good experience with the people I was playing it with, and I got rid of it, and I kind of worry if it's a bad choice. Well, Becca, if anything changes, obviously, I mean, I'm going to have to close down stream eventually, but I hope that you're safe. You know, reach out to those who you need to. And I'm glad that you're good for now and you have power. Oh, played Oathsworn Chapter 20 tonight. Oh my gosh, Cal-El. Cal-El, I am like digitally, vicariously living through you. Every time you tell me your progress on Oathsworn, I just get so excited. Oh, Killian. Good to know. I didn't know that. I always said Cillian. Cillian Murphy. I should have known that. Cillian Murphy sounds I should have known that. What's a game everyone loves that you just don't get the hype at all? I don't care for Wingspan. I think Terraforming Mars is just okay. I think Spirit Island isn't appealing to me for the puzzle. Arc Nova, I would rather play just about anything else at a 2-hour time span, and it's not because I didn't like the game. I thought it's a good game. It's just it takes so long that there's other games that take that long I'd rather play. So Terraforming Mars I think is fun, but it's just not, like, I don't think it's as hype for me as it is for everyone else. Arc Nova is fun, but I would play just about anything else at the time length. Wingspan, I just am not invested in at all. Other ones that people really, really, really like. Lost Ruins of Arnak, I find boring. I think Lost Ruins of Arnak was better with the Leaders expansion, but I find Lost Ruins of Arnak boring. Through the Ages, I do not enjoy. I would rather just play Civilization as a video game. Twilight Struggle is a snooze fest. I like military history, and I like history. I would rather play just about anything else than Twilight Struggle. Other games that... Now, I have Marvel Zombies that is coming to my house, and I have Zombicide Black Plague that I haven't played yet, but Zombicide 2nd Edition, bleh, so boring, so easy, not engaging at all. Other ones that other people adore and I'm okay on. Trying to look, he's got so many games. He's got a stupid amount of games. Other ones that people really like that I just am okay on. Seven Wonders I think is fine. I love Seven Wonders Duel. I think Seven Wonders is fine. Choices. That's all I can think of for now. But there's probably others. I mean, there's certainly others. What I'm suspicious of things that always seem to be on sale. I'd buy a Dwarven Runic one if they got it. Well, you know, that's fair. Devin, the more you talk, the more I think we have the same taste in shows. Peaky Blinders, oh my god. Arcane, oh yeah. Frankie, oh my gosh, watch Andor. Andor is, my description for Andor is amazing, and it happens to be a Star Wars show. It's a great show that happens to be in the Star Wars universe. And that's how shows should be. Like, shows and movies should not stand on the pedestal of whatever they're associated with. A movie in the Marvel universe needs to be a good movie. It needs to not just be the fact that, oh, these are some of the heroes you've seen in 4 more movies, so it's okay. And also it's setting you up for the next movie. So because it sets you up for the next movie and it's existed in other movies, then it's a good movie. No, it needs to stand on its own. And Andor does that. I think Andor is great. No, not the TV show, the graphic novel. Oh, Invincible, the graphic novel. Oh, okay. Then yes, then I should do that. I should read that. Reading Mind Management, not the game. I have finished. Oh, Joey, that makes way more sense. Yes, I have read all of Mind Management. I've read all 3 omnibuses or full volumes or whatever. And so I know the story now, and it makes the game make more sense, which is cool. It gives me more of an appreciation for the game. So I don't know if I will keep the physical volumes that I have. I will probably gift them away or, donate them at some point. But I do appreciate them. They're not ones that I'll continue to read. And they're not one like Saga and Preacher and Why the Last Man and Sandman. They're ones that I think are worth coming back to. And even Swamp Thing to an extent are ones that I'm like, I want to come back to those because I think I want to mine the depths of that story more than one time. Mind Management, not so sure I will, but it makes me appreciate the game more because I actually have a context for all the characters. Watched half of Andor. That's fair. It's not for everyone. It's a slow show. It's not an action-packed show. Nemesis is awesome, but totally group dependent, 100%. In my opinion, every game is group dependent. Sydney, yeah, that totally makes sense. That's fair. Civilization 6 is my favorite game of all time. 2,000 hours. That's a lot of hours. But I mean, if you like it, you like it. The Andy Serkis stuff in Andor was my favorite arc. Andy Serkis is so good. The compelling thing about Andy Serkis is because he did Gollum, because he did Caesar, he has done so much mocap acting, or motion capture. He's done so much motion capture acting that all he has to go on are his expressions and his body language, because you can't see him as a human. You see Gollum, you see Caesar the ape, you do not see Andy Serkis. So he has literally made it part of his thing to be a kinetic and visual actor based off of his motion capture experience. And I think Andy Serkis is a great actor. And I think it's benefited him. I think it's made him a stronger actor than he would have been if he just did acting. Have you played In Too Deep? Oh, 100%. Sash, In Too Deep is my favorite game from Burnt Island Games. It's my favorite one. I think it's their best. Endeavor Deep Sea that's coming out, that's a re-implementation of Endeavor Age of Sail. That one has some competition, but they're very different thematically and also gameplay-wise. But In Too Deep is great. The problem with In Too Deep is that the scoring at endgame is a little complex, and it's hard to explain. In Too Deep is kind of the type of title that if I was teaching it to someone, I would literally just teach you the puzzle, the pick up and deliver spatial puzzle, and I would not teach you how to score, because scoring is obscure. Once you get to the end of the game, you're like, oh, that's how you score, and it makes sense, but then you need to play it again once you know that. But In Too Deep is my favorite title of theirs. Rogue One is on my second favorite Star Wars movie. Yeah, so that's probably roughly where it ranks for me, Frankie. I think Rogue One is great. No, kids are up, have to go. Andrew, I totally understand. Hope you have a good one. I get it, I have kids. Far before Civ 6 ever existed, I was way more impressed with the Alpha Centauri. That's fair. Age of Empires was big for me. Tiberian Sun, not Red Alert or Red Alert 2, Tiberian Sun. Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun was, it was so good. Watched The Witch for the first time. Oof. It was Cal-El, I hope you have a good one. Need to watch Andor after Boba Fett and Obi-Wan. I wasn't too eager to watch. Kirk, I'm with you. I'm tired of Star Wars content, and I'm tired of Marvel content. Andor is worth it. I promise, Kirk. Alan Moore's Saga of the Swamp Thing is absolute gold. Sash, I agree with you. For some reason, I really liked Andor. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good writing. It's a good story. Saw The Lighthouse. Grim. I didn't like The Lighthouse. I went to a double feature at an art cinema, and I saw Parasite first, which I really liked, and then I saw The Lighthouse, and it just felt... It's one of those movies that just felt like it was trying a little bit too hard to be intellectual. I didn't love it. I thought it was a well-done piece. I thought it was well done visually, and it was, bizarre. I did not like The Lighthouse. Why The Last Man tapered off. I agree with you. Why The Last Man did not finish strong. Sure, I agree with you on that one. Like if we're talking about Brian K. Vaughan, Kevin, if I had to pick, it's Saga. It's Saga, hands down, it's Saga. 100%. Mind Management Bootleg Collection comes out next month, FYI. I don't even know what that is. Andy Serkis as Caesar is criminally underrated. 1,000%. Amazing. Dude, those movies are criminally underrated. The Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War of the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, all three of those movies. That is a solid trilogy. It's so solid, I want to go back and rewatch it, now. That is such a good trilogy. I counted up Warframe hours. Warframe is a game that is a lifestyle game. I remember I got Rhino Prime and I got Nova Prime when I was in college and outside of college in grad school. I could have, if I had a different life where I didn't have a wife and I didn't have kids, Warframe is totally the kind of lifestyle game. Warhammer and Warframe would be like, I would be into those. Oh my God, Kevin. I'm just trying to scroll through stuff, and you are too sweet. Oh my goodness. You're so sweet, Kevin. You're so sweet. Dear goodness. You guys, if I could take my subscribers, Alex's subscribers, and Meg's subscribers, that like Venn diagram that we've got going on, I love all of you guys. You guys are awesome. Any thoughts on Renegade Studios being able to do anything decent with Hasbro's titles like Acquire, Squad Leader, Axis, and Allies? So, Sydney, what's interesting to me is like Renegade got Acquire and Axis and Allies. I think I might have been more interested to see what Restoration Games would have done with them, because I feel like they're old enough that I feel like that's Restoration Games. So when I heard that news, I was like, why isn't Restoration doing those? But I mean, I'm interested to see what happens. Hoping to play Endeavor Deep Sea this Wednesday. Ali, I hope you have a great time with it. Let a friend borrow the first omnibus of Mind Management. Pre-order the bootleg collection. Cool, that's awesome. The Planet of Apes. Yeah, it's such a good trilogy. Kevin, you know, now that I'm catching up to chat, you're so sweet. I hope that your time in New Zealand has been great. I hope that you've acclimated well. I hope that you enjoy the people there. Becca just said that she's experiencing a cyclone, so I hope that that's not in your area. But I hope that New Zealand has been good for you, man. You have continued to be such a wonderful part of the community, so I appreciate it. The Jungle Book, directed by Andy's... Oh, yeah, no, but I liked that. I liked that one, though. I liked that one. Jurassic Park to read, finally. I don't know if I've read the original one. I think I've read a different Michael Crichton book. Tiberian Sun was great. Red Alert, that's fair. I mean, I think it just depends, like, which one you attach to first. But, man, I really like Tiberian Sun. I have not watched Hereditary. I have watched, Midsummer. I watched Midsummer. Midsummer is the kind of horror that actually creeps me out in real life, because I know that that's legit something that could happen. So, yikes. Midsummer was messed up. Midsummer was messed up. Sure, yeah. I think I would have been more interested if there was more cosmic horror. But it was more like, it was a little bit too philosophical, or like, I felt like I was watching a stage play, if that makes any sense for Lighthouse. I feel like I was watching a stuffy stage play. I've not played Zombicide Invader, Jackson, so I cannot say. Cthulhu Death May Die, though, is fantastic. Yeah, you're super sweet, Kevin. Dear goodness. Oh, Grim, that's so awesome that they play together. I love that they play together. See a deal for All In Kickstarter for Invader. Was wondering if the extras are good. I think that some people like Invader. I think that there's a pretty good consensus that Black Plague and Undead or Alive and Marvel Zombies are like the most excitable ones for people. But I think some people do like Invader. I haven't played it. I'm sorry that you don't have a job yet. I hope that works out. Remastered version on Steam. Oh, of Red Alert. Ooh, interesting. You'll probably be headed back to the U.S. in April. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can hang out sometime, Kevin. That would be cool to meet you. I would like to meet you in person if you're going to be there. If you're going to be in the U.S., I would love to meet you. I remember playing the first Command & Conquer for about 36 hours straight, and then we just stopped cold. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, Midsummer was messed up. No, yeah, Grim, we've established by now. Grim, you're smarter than me. You know more than me. We just know that's a fact. We know that's a fact. I mean, if I had to go, oh yeah, do I remember Samuel Beckett was a playwright? Yes, I remember that. But do I remember that in the moment? No, only upon being, like, prompted by you. Alex doesn't rank Invader very high compared to the others. It's all about theme. Yeah, no, for me, Zombicide is one where I think that some of the other themes are more interesting to me. Lovecraft adaptation done rich. Pikmin's model episode in Cabin of Curiosities. You know what I want to see? I want to see Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. That's what I want to see. That thing is highly rated AF, and I like Guillermo del Toro. Hereditary seems way more my speed. If I watch the original Nick Cage Wickerman, some good. I'm indifferent on theme. I just like to have as much variety as I can. If that's the case, if you like the core system and it's a good deal, I mean, it's on you, man. It's on you. I just like waiting for Godot, bro. Well, I'm waiting for the show, bro. I don't even know. That's how you know I'm stupider. That's how I can't even make a good joke. Can't even make a good joke. I'm caught up. I have not watched Lovecraft Country. It sounded like one that was good. I do want to check. I caught up, guys. I caught up. Look at me now. Look at me. This thing is so low. It's like I can't even see you guys because it's so much of a hood. Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, someone would have to have a gigantic head to justify this. I mean, I don't think I have a small, like, skull. Ooh. If you want something that's, what was good was Watchmen on HBO. Watchmen on HBO was solid. It was so good. You should check that out. Oh, nice. Yeah, you should check out Watchmen. Watchmen's really good. You guys gotta say stuff. Because now I'm caught up. It's not a process of, like, me trying to, like, go. I caught up. There's only 37 of us right now. Okay, there's only 40 of us right now. Watchmen was a sequel to the comics. No, oh, yeah. No, I thought Watchmen was fantastic. So when are you going to be back in Arkansas? I'm leaving tomorrow. I leave tomorrow morning. I'm going to the airport tomorrow morning. I'll be back at home with my wife mid-afternoon, and I can snuggle with her and watch Last of Us. Because I didn't realize it came out yesterday, or the day before. Today's technically Sunday. So, I'm going to be back mid-Sunday in Arkansas. Balloon Twisting Convention. Have you seen All of Us Are Dead? I haven't. I don't know if I've heard of that, Kevin. Why have I not heard of that? I don't think I need another one. That was a full... That was a double. That was 3 ounces of vodka. So that was a double. I don't think I need another one. I don't think. Ooh, speaking of Korean zombie show, I have seen Train to Busan. Have you seen Train to Busan? I think Train to Busan is a very good zombie show. I mean, it's a movie. It's a really good zombie movie. Have you seen Train to Busan? Yeah, Train to Busan. I love like Asian cinema and martial arts stuff. Like the Raid 1 and 2. The Raid 1 and 2 is fantastic. The original Old Boy. Oh gosh, what's that one with the... What's that South Korean one with... He's the guy, he's the military dude, and he kind of like becomes a recluse, and the girl, like Nowhere... The Man from Nowhere. The Man from Nowhere. Yep, The Man from Nowhere. That's another good one. Oh, what's the other one? It's got the like blade through it. It's got the red knife through the name, and it's like that guy. She parks on the side of the road, and it's a vengeance story. The Devil something. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, which one is that? So The Man from Nowhere, and then what's the one with the... Oh, I can't even think of that. Well, since you like martial arts, have you watched... I've not watched Into the Badlands yet. I've thought about it. I haven't watched it yet. But like the Raid... Dude, the Indonesian martial arts in the Raid 1 and 2 is insane. It is the most like... So like Ip Man and stuff like that is good. Like Wing Chun? Is it Wing Chun? Wing Chun? What is it in Ip Man? What is it in Ip Man? Is it Wing Chun? Wing Chun. Okay, Wing Chun. Wing Chun. Okay, I got it right. I got it right. Wing Chun. So that's like, you know, it's like defensive and deflecting, and it's like redirecting. And the Indonesian martial arts that is in the Raid and the Raid 2 is painful in the most insane way. All right. I should go to bed, but I like you guys. So I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to give you more empty chair stream. Alrighty. Ong Bak. So, I've watched Ong Bak before. I think I've watched 2 of the Ong Bak movies. What is that Tony Jaa? I think that's Tony Jaa. Yeah, he's dope. Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd, Carl Urban, I feel like is a modern day cult action movie. Like, it's essentially similar to The Raid, the same concept where you're in one tower, and in The Raid, you know, they're trying to, like, gotta go and get to the top in many respects, and you gotta do the same thing in Judge Dredd, but Judge Dredd is, oh man, that's a great, pulpy little sci-fi action movie, 100%. Red hot chair-on-chair action. I would love a Wormwood table. I cannot justify to buy it. I genuinely need a board game table to film on. I just have a folding picnic table with a blanket over it. But I can't afford that right now. I need to actually renovate my home office to become my office and studio. So my funds are going to the renovation of my house. That is going to happen first. But I do eventually want to get a table. I'm torn. Like, I really like Rathskellers because I think they're almost the same, like, level as Wormwood, but they're way cheaper. No, I would love a Wormwood table, but I don't have a second mortgage on my house right now. Into the Badlands is good. You should finish it. I should. 100% I should. I need to do that. Who is chairing this live stream? Where is it? There we go. So you back, but Sifu. I really want to try Sifu. The explanation of that game, once it came out and I read a couple reviews, the idea of like aging in that game and becoming like a progressively experienced martial artist sounded so dope. Sifu is 100% a game I wanted to try. The Zebra Wood. I saw the video. I didn't watch it, but I saw the video that Crazy Ed was doing. Judging the smudge inside the chair bottom. They get the purple heart to stay purple. I'd be more supportive. A lot of these woods fade after a few years. Yeah, I'm much more of like I want it to be like either just a dark stain or a natural wood look. I don't want it any of the crazy wood types. Yeah, for sure. Are there any good martial art board games? Frankie, there is one that I actually think is not that bad. It's called Bushido, and I have it. I actually want the expansion for it. The expansion is, I think, a little bit harder to find, but it's like a 2-player back and forth card game, and it can be quick and vicious, or it can be this like war of attrition between the two of you. And I think it's better than I think people think it is. Yeah, Bushido. So if you want a martial arts game, Bushido is one. If you, not a martial arts game, but like, so another thing that I love Japanese culture. So like feudal Japan, samurais and all that stuff. And I cannot wait for my Senjutsu pledge to come in. I cannot wait for it. But martial arts, Bushido. Check that game out. It is kind of a dope coat. Onitama, I liked Onitama. I've been taught that one time. I played very briefly, but I did enjoy it. Mama's not the law, I'm the law. I think that's from Dredd, I think. I think that's from Judge Dredd. So Crouching Tiger's Hidden Dragons is good, but I think that the like special effects of it have not aged super well. Hero Jet Li, a very good film that I think it's one of those ones that because it's so kind of like grand scale, it's not one that's like rewatchable at a high frequency, but it's good. House of Flying Daggers, I don't think I've seen that one. Actually, back to Sunny Geek 1.5. I am so jealous of all of you that are backing. I want a game table so bad. I cannot do it right now. It would be irresponsible financially to do it right now. I need to focus on house renovations as a family first, and I need to get my studio into my house and outside of somebody else's house. Kevin, you're super sweet. Thanks for doing it again. Haven't read beyond the first volume of Dread, but yeah, that would be. Don't you sleep. Mike, I should sleep. You're right. John, I hope you have a great night. I hope you have a good one. Blood Rage already exists in 2007. I can't sleep on the plane. I mean, I'm probably going to try to. I'm probably going to try to sleep on the plane to catch up. Got to rest up for game day tomorrow. Hey, John, I hope you have a great night. Have a great night. Enjoy game day. Have a fantastic time with friends and family. You nailed it with Bushido. Awesome. Yeah, I think Bushido is like, it's interesting. I still have it. I really need to get I think it's like the Rage expansion or something. I don't have it, but I want it because I feel like it would justify me having Bushido. Another thing about Bushido is I'm not sure if it really makes. It's got a lot. It's a game that doesn't have a lot of components, but it's a bigger box than you would think. And I'm kind of hoping that if I find the Rage expansion for it, that everything could fit in there, and then I'll be totally. Then Bushido would stay permanently. Sylvain, I actually did. Harakiri is one of those games that because I backed it in the late pledge, I forget that I backed it. I did get Harakiri. I'm not sure if Harakiri will survive in terms of the playability as like Senjutsu, because I think Senjutsu is probably so much easier to get to the table than something like Harakiri. But I did back Harakiri. I just late pledged it. If you want, I'll send you a Sifu Steam code since we are like TV Bisho best friends right now. Frankie, if you just happen to have an extra one, I don't want you to buy anything on my behalf. But if you happen to have an extra Sifu Steam code, if you just have one, I will take it. I will take you up on that. You can reach out to me on Discord. I'm like Devin Norris on that. I think it's 9420. I think I'm #9420 on Discord. Or my email is my channel email, devintalkstabletop@gmail.com. But don't do that unless it's something you've got for free. I don't want you to buy something for me. But we do have our tastes do align. Oh, yeah. Korean, Japanese, and Indonesian stuff. Kevin, we should be friends. South Korean cinema, Japanese culture, and like in video games, movies, board games, all that stuff, and like Indonesian martial arts. Oh my goodness. And also, I love food. So like Korean barbecue, sushi, all that stuff. I could go live in Japan. I could 100%, like South Korea. I could live in Seoul, or I could live in, let's see. If it's Japan, then I want to be in like the foodie capital. So that would be, is it Osaka? Is Osaka kind of the foodie capital? I'm trying to think. Or Onikiwa? Or Onikiwa? One of the, it begins with an O. One of them is like the foodie capital of Japan, and that's where I would want to be. So anyways, Kevin, we're vibing. Prior to building that altar to the day of God Cthulhu, I just finished binged Extraordinary Attorney Wu. Oh, I will have to check that. Is Cultist number 6? Thank you. I'll have to check that out. Probably head to bed. Hey, Joey, I hope you have a good one. I should head to bed too, but I've never been a responsible person when I'm away from home and you know I don't have to attend to my wife and kids. As soon as I get home tomorrow, it's going to be like, what does Amber need? But today, stupid decisions come to the forefront. I checked my shelves. Financial responsibility wasn't on there. That's hilarious. Korean film shows. South Korean cinema is solid. Parasite, delicious. And, you know, Old Boy, Train to Busan, so many other ones. South Korean cinema, is maybe one of the best ones outside of, like, the U.S. in terms of, like, prolific amount of good content. It is very responsible by Game Table, no joke. Buy retiring Lego sets and resell them diamonds, so repeat process until you can afford a BG table. Sydney, it sounds like you're smarter than me. I'm not the smartest person financially. I mean, you know, my wife thankfully has a stable job, and I'm doing this shit. I mean, I have a publisher gig now, but I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot who pretends to be smart, or I'm smart and I pretend to be an idiot. You take it and you pick whichever one of those you want. Okinawa. I think so. Kevin, I agree. I mean, like, I think Hollywood still has good stuff. I think that auteur movies, like auteur or artistic movies are not as viable anymore in the Hollywood financial system. I think that big budget franchise movies are kind of the way to go, and like sell out shallow movies are more typified in the blockbuster like financial spreadsheets. I do think there are still good movies though. And I think that sometimes, you know, I think that really, like, we really are in a golden age of TV. If you want good on-screen content that really develops stuff, you need to watch high-quality TV shows rather than movies. They aren't prioritizing good artistic movies as much anymore, so you have to go outside of it for that. I think Korean cinema and other places do a good job of it, but I do think that American TV, like prestige TV, I am absolutely mortified at the shift that is coming to HBO and HBO Max, because I think HBO has been the prestige drama TV place for so long, but I'm worried that audience attention spans and the financial like model that most things are going towards really aren't gonna reinforce that anymore. I mean, TV shows like Chernobyl, like The Night Of, like The Last of Us and stuff like that, I'm not sure how viable they're gonna be. I mean, The Last of Us might be viable because it's got the video game backing to it, but a lot of like prestige drama and stuff that has been on TV, you know, I'm worried about it. But I do get your sense. I do think that there's still good stuff in the U.S., but I understand your frustrations or your worry. Buy Devin Games. Don't buy me games. I have publishers who send me games, and I have a lot of games that I need to play anyways. You guys do not owe me anything. I owe you guys stuff. I owe you all of this. No, you would not be able to afford Japan. I know it's expensive, but you know, if we're going to be, I don't want to be morbid, but they have a population problem because they have not been, I'm pretty sure in Japan, they have reached I don't know if it's an irreconcilable status yet. But in Japan, adult diapers outweigh baby diapers, and deaths are outweighing births, because Japan has a real problem right now with having babies. There's a lot of like asexual people, or people that want to be in sexless relationships, or people that don't want to have kids. So like Japan has a population problem. So I may not be able to afford it now. I might be able to afford it later, because Japan has a population problem. I think statistically, I'm backed up on that. Okinawa. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Grunge Life. Noah. Hey, Noah. I love you. You're awesome. Have any of you watched RRR? I don't know if I know that. If you like Korean horror, check out A Tale of Two Sisters. I have not watched specifically Korean horror. I mean, when I watch stuff, I prefer it to be native language and then English subtitles. So I'm happy to check out A Tale of Two Sisters. I just haven't checked it out. Mediocrity is always a norm in all media, but we can see that there is a definite lot of less risks. Yeah, 100%. Buy Devin Gunpla and paint. Guys, Devin, do you want a Gundam model kits? I'll hook you up. Noah, you know you have too much of that. You know you have. Noah, just paint your Warhammer and paint your KDM and calm down. Calm down. Calm down right now. Did I catch up? RRR is on Netflix. Well, I'm going to look this up now while I'm live on stream. Oh, the Bollywood movie. The Bollywood movie. I have seen people talking about this. I do know what you're talking about. I haven't watched it yet. Hey, David Brown. How's it going? Is RRR not Bollywood? Really? Really? Hindi. Interesting. India's biggest film, but it's not. So this is probably a massive cultural faux pas on my part, but I was just assuming that Bollywood is synonymous with Indian cinema. But it looks like you guys are educating me right now. Collywood. I didn't know this. Wow. There is a separation between northern India and southern India in terms of the film industry. So Collywood. It is really, really big. Hey, guys, Side Game LLC is a... I don't want to dox you. A Colorado-based content creator. Side Game LLC has actually done content before with Alex, and he does a fantastic job of showing you how to take games that have a absurd amount of content and how to condense them into the fewest amount of boxes possible. So if you have a problem with Kickstarter bloat, then Side Game LLC knows how to organize everything. He is visually astute at making all of your games make sense from a logistical standpoint spatially. So, hey, Side Game, I haven't ever hung out with you, and I know Alex has done stuff with you, but how's it going? So, let's see. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's so cool. There are two forums. You guys have taught me so much. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's so cool. So RRR is from Collywood. That's so fascinating. Well, now, like, what is RRRR on Rotten Tomatoes? Because people are saying, like, you know, the things I see are, like, really, really, really highly, you know, speaking of it. Now I want to check this out. Oh my gosh, they're showing it in the IMAX. Okay, so RRR is on my list. Good to know. Although you have convinced me to get Forbidden Stars. August or Auguste. Dune War for Arrakis, you will get to the table way more than Twilight Imperium. It's a 2-player game. It's way easier to convince one person to play a 2-hour game with you than it is to convince 4 or 5 people to play a 6-hour to 8-hour game with you. Dune War for Arrakis slapped. That game was good. I liked that, and it played in 2 hours on TTS. It played in 2 hours. That's crazy. And Forbidden Stars, I love it. If Forbidden Stars, you have to have the right people to play it. You know, Dune War for Arrakis, you really just need one. You know, Forbidden Stars plays well at 3 and 4, and I mean it plays well at 2 if you have people who really like it. But Forbidden Stars is great. Hey, side game, yeah, I'd happily do something with you. You know, I'd happily collab with you. You know, yeah, just like let's talk. Happily do that. Much like there are 2 forms of food in India. Indian food is so good. Oh, I love Indian food. American food is so boring. We just like make everything more mild. Indian food is so good. Dude, what up? Yeah, no. Organized bloat is the best bloat. What out-of-print game do you wish you owned, if any? Out-of-print game? I gotta figure this out. Out-of-print game. Maybe Glory to Rome? Maybe? But I haven't even played it. I don't know. That's just me going off of, like, the idea that it's rare. Out-of-print game. I have Space Hulk Death Angel. Okay, have Forbidden Stars. Maybe some of the Battlestar Galactica expansions, because I just recently got Battlestar Galactica. It's in great shape, but I don't have any of the expansions. Out of print. That's a tough one. Grimlock, they are reskinning Forbidden Stars. One of the designers, Sam Bailey, is reskinning Forbidden Stars. All demand among Kickstarter bloat, and I need to either reduce the room it takes and start culling it, or she cringes every time I receive a new box. Sylvain, what games are we talking about exactly, and how can we help? Side Game LLC could help you, and also, for Marvel United, I have 2 wooden organizers from One Sharp Joe, and the stretch goal boxes that have miniatures. And because of those 2 boxes that organize all of the cards, and the stretch goal boxes, I got rid of 15 to 17 boxes. Like, that's the kind of stuff you got to do if you got a Kickstarter game. Cajun food is so good. But Cajun food is Louisiana Southern fusion with, like, French food. You know, it's like spicy. It's like spicy local. It's like spicy, like, local cuisine that really is, like, Southern and spicy, but not like bland, more American, like Americana. Cajun food is so good. Oh my god. Any kind of spicy food I love. Robo Rally. I don't know the original Robo Rally. I played Is it Robo Rally or Robo Quest? I don't remember. BSG is an awesome game. I have all 3 expansions. I haven't played with them yet. So Sash, I want the one that makes the generation of ships better. I don't know which one it is, but there's one of them that makes how stuff spawns more consistent, because when I've played on TTS, it was very like inconsistent as to how stuff spawned outside of the ship. It's ironically enough, I think it was going to be just a generic sci-fi setting, and then I think he has landed upon an IP that they might be trying to work it with. I think. I don't know though. Know any good realistic sports board games? Crokinole. Just play Crokinole. Just play Crokinole. Though Magris, Jeremy Howard is very fond of 11, which I think is like a sports management, football or soccer board game. Halal is good. Dude, oh man, Mediterranean, like Middle Eastern food. Oh, man, I just want food right now. I want food that is just, oh man. For Marvel United X-Men, did you get the custom wooden boxes or you just built them? That's one of them. I got most C-mods. So, Sylvain, One Sharp Joe has a box that fits all of the cards and components for Season 1, which is regular Marvel United. He's got a box that fits all of the components for X-Men United, and then all you need to do is decide how you want to store your miniatures. Right now I have them in stretch goal boxes, but I'm going to get some of those, and by the way, both of those physical organizers together fit in one Kallax. So you can fit all of the cards and components for Marvel and X-Men in one Kallax, and then you could get like the one thing he's doing that I'll probably do as well is the pull-out trays for a Kallax. You could fit all of the miniatures for the First and X-Men in 2 of those, so you could literally turn Marvel United 1 and Marvel United X-Men into 3 Kallaxes. The physical boxes that organize all of the cards, which, I mean, Alex has got an example of it down here. I'll just show it to you. And then you can fit the miniatures in like 2 more Kallaxes. So you get rid of like 15 to 17 boxes and you have all of Marvel United organized. So like here's the box. Okay. I think it's the Exodus expansion as well. So this is Marvel United X-Men. This is where all of the like cardboard stuff goes for the villain dashboards and stuff, and all of the physical components. And then there is an organizer. There's a person on Etsy who sells these vertical dividers, and I don't know how well you can see this, but essentially it organizes everybody's cards with vertical dividers that you can see, and I just put them in alphabetical order. And so that, you know, you can sleeve them too so that they fit sleeved and they have the cardboard or regular locations in there. But I mean, together, this is literally everything for Marvel United X-Men other than the minis. And the same thing for Marvel United. So Alex and I both have the same system that turns boxes and boxes and boxes into just 3 Kallaxes for 2 full things. Yeah. So it's a good system between One Sharp Joe's boxes and the Etsy person, which I think is Tesseract Games or Tesseract Gaming. You got to get the vertical dividers. And then, yeah, it's a really, really good reduction. Okay. I'm going to put all this in there. All right. Okay. Happy to help, Sylvain. It really, the reduction is insane. It's so worth it. Exodus expansion, pretty sure that was what it. Ricochet Robot. I would like to get a Crokinole board, but I'm more likely to get a small Go board. I really want to learn how to play Go, but Crokinole's amazing. If you're a foodie, you should visit Malaysia someday. We are a multicultural society made up of Malay, Chinese, and Indian descent. So you get, oh, that sounds amazing, Sash. I need to get Massive Darkness 2 organized with the Massive Darkness 1 stuff I have. A total of 19 boxes. That's insane. And Grim, yes, it's a lot of cards in Marvel United, but being able to just like alphabetically go to the hero that you want it makes you like, oh yeah, I'll use any of these expansion content because I can access them easily. Yeah, no, it's a ton of cards. It's a ton of cards for sure. Oh man, street food in Asia is just like, they know what's up. Oh, street food. I wish, so the issue with, like, the best part about Asia is that, and even like Europe to an extent, is because there's so much more population density, you have so much more urban environments, and because you have the urban environments, you do have stuff like street food. And you have all these like vendors, and you have all these like smaller places that you can go get a bunch of like fresh made food and really like authentic ingredients. And in the US, we're so spread out. We're so like suburban and sprawl in the US. We have so much like space that we don't have the density. And so, you know, you have to drive to Walmart or to Kroger to get your food. And you really only have an experience like that in the really dense urban populations. And so we just don't get that kind of stuff in the US. It's really, really, you know, it's really rough. Wooden boxes. Yeah, you know, shivich, you know, you can stain the outside of it. You know, yeah, for sure it doesn't look as pretty, but the logistics of it make it undeniably a no-brainer for me. Hand out the giveaway prizes. Honestly, Joe probably would give me some discounts, but I don't have them on me. Street food in so many places. Well, I'm jealous, Kevin. And you know, so guys, I was originally going to just drink all of this water and then end the stream when I had to pee, but you guys, I mean, it was you. It wasn't me. You guys social pressured me into drinking, and so now I have to pee frequently because I broke the seal. Okay. All right. Empty chair stream. Continuing. There we go. Could go to the bathroom. Just bump the whole table. Folded space. That's funny. Makes me think of John Company's second edition. I wasn't the best unboxing that, let's be honest. Wow, dude, Kevin, how have you traveled so much? What have you, like, do you just like traveling, or has it been, like, for work? Like what's caused you to travel so much? This chair thing is hilarious. I'm glad you like it. What's so loud in the background? Oh, honestly? It's my laptop is what's loud. It's my laptop. Because this doesn't have a good heat sink to it. Did it quiet? Is it quieter? Because I gave it some space? So Macs like this don't actually have good heating. Or like good cooling. So I bet it's the Mac. Has it gotten quieter? This is an Air. This is like a 2018 MacBook Air. Ori Kagan? Hey! I think Ori Kagan, don't you do like 3D rendering and like Kickstarter stuff? I'm pretty sure. George talks about you. George O'Neill talks about, well, not George O'Neill, but George Georgiadis. Like George, my bestie George. He talks about you. He loves you. Yeah, it is Ori. I knew I was talking about the right guy. That's awesome. Hey Ori, how's it going? Yeah, George speaks the world of you. He loves you. He's a sweetheart, but he talks really well about you. Do you have any insight into the board game and TTRPG culture in Asia? I know nothing, Magris. I know nothing about that. I am entirely ignorant of the scene in Asia. So it's much quieter now, guys, right? It's much quieter because this is I think substantially quieter now. Yeah, no, George is a sweetheart. George is an absolute doll. I love George so much. He's a sweetie. But yeah, no, he's talked so positively about you. I know that he likes you a lot. I know that you guys are like competitors or whatever, but between like you, him, and David, it seems like you guys have a really, really nice relationship. Oh dear. Is that on my end or is it? No? It refreshed on my thing. I don't know. It seems fine over here when I'm looking at Streamlabs, but on my computer it had to refresh. Worked for the State Department and lived and traveled in all these places during... Kevin, wow, that's so fascinating. I don't know if you appreciated that. Like I don't know if you found that burdensome or exciting, but it sounds really cool. It sounds really, really cool. I love traveling. I think that the amount of like global travel that I have done until like up through college, I think that really kind of framed my worldview, and I think it kind of solidified what I think about and who I am as a person. I loved my world travel. I think that it really did, affect how I think a lot. Alex is sleeping. Let's do a giveaway. You know what? Sure, we'll do a giveaway on my channel. We'll do a giveaway I will give you my games on Alex's channel because Alex is too much of a nice person. So we've been talking about Endeavor Deep Sea and Into Deep, which means I've been talking about Burnt Island Games a little bit. They're one of my besties. They're one of my oldies. So I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away both In the Hall of the Mountain King and Fall of the Mountain King. I'm going to give away both games, the original game and the prequel. One of them is a polyomino game, and one of them is an area control game. It's going to be a combo giveaway. So we're going to do a combo giveaway of those two games, and this needs to be... I guess it could be international. If it's international, I'm just going to give you money, because that makes more sense for both of us. You can just buy either those games or whatever games you want. And if you're in the US, then I'll just ship you the games. International giveaway in this live stream. Let me do, how am I going to do this in a live stream? How am I going to do this in a live stream? I don't know. How am I going to do this in a live stream? I don't know how I should do this. Typically when I do it on my channels, I do comments and then I do the random comment generator. But I can't do that with live chat because it's not always going to stay permanently when you do the URL of the video. Let's see. There's 44 people watching right now. Okay, I've got it. I've done this before. I'll figure it out. Okay, let's go to, let me see. I'm gonna do, okay. David, all three of you have done fantastic work on Kickstarter stuff. Let me see. What's something that I love a lot? Oof. Oh, wait, yeah. Yep, okay. If you guys, so here it is. So you guys are going to email me. Email me at devintalkstabletop@gmail.com. Email me at devintalkstabletop@gmail.com. And what I want you to do is the giveaway is so this is In the Hall of the Mountain King and Fall of the Mountain King. is going to go to the first person to email me with the nicknames for Darrow Andromedus and Virginia Augustus. The first person to email me with the nicknames for Darrow Andromedus and Virginia Augustus, I will send you those games. Hope you figure it out. We'll see who gets it. Oh, my computer's like freaking. I guess I'll just respond to these while I'm doing it. Okay, yeah. No, Ori, I'm coming to Gamma 2, so I can say hi to you for the first time. No, David Brown, I like giving stuff away. I like giving gifts, so it doesn't bother me. Let's see. In Too Deep is such a good game. We all win. Ask us to comment on a specific video of yours. Ooh, I would love to get a duck enamel pin. Thank you. Yeah, I need to I don't know what's happening on this computer. This computer's freaking out. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. And then I'm just going to keep talking. So keep talking, and I'll answer over here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to close that out, because I think my computer's freaking out. How's it? Are you? Can you guys talk? Because I need to see if it's still working. I need to see if it's still working. I need to see if it's still working. Sweet. Okay, it's working. I'll just read it on Alex's computer for now. I don't know what it is. My laptop. I mean, it's a 2018, so you know. Bless it. Hey, Kirk. I'm happy to have helped keep you awake. I hope you have a good one. Love you, dude. Get some rest. Enjoy time with your family tomorrow. Did you back play test Deep Shelf? I don't know what Deep Shelf is. Is it that? I think I might know what Deep Shelf is. Let me open up a new profile. See if that works. Who knows? What's the best convention for a first timer? Where do you live, Sylvain? That'll be what I answer. Oh, my computer's dying. That's what it is. My computer's dying. Well, I'm just going to close it for a bit. My computer's... Apparently, the cost of using this has outweighed the charging power of that cable. So it's dying. That's what's happening. So I'll just move that over there. I'll just let this charge and not do anything. I live in Montreal, Canada, but I'm ready to travel. Sylvain, I would say the best convention to go to is either a convention or a retreat where you're just playing games the whole time and see how that feels. Either that, or I would have to say, how outgoing are you as a person, and are you going with anyone else? If you're going with other people, different conversation. If you're going by yourself, you have to be a personality that's okay to socially insert yourself into situations where you're meeting new people and you're playing games and you're demoing at booths. So go to a convention or retreat that is just playing board games and go have fun, and then work yourself to a bigger convention. Or if you're going with friends, then go with them and, schedule your time around you guys doing stuff together and doing stuff independently. Or if you're socially extroverted enough, go by yourself and have fun. What is your best value for money board game that you own? Oof, that's a good question. Yikes. Coup? Maybe Coup? Coup's cheap. Coup's like 15 bucks. And Coup's fun. Coup or Love Letter? No, maybe no. The Crew. Quest for Planet 9 or The Crew Mission Deep Sea. The Crew is a solid bang for your buck game. The Crew 100% is a good bang for your buck game. Dice Tower East would be a good pick, or PAX Unplugged. I mean, honestly, if you have something in Montreal's supposed to be delicious for food, so just stay in Montreal and find somewhere that's a convention there. So I haven't played Star Realms before. I need to play Star Realms. I mean, if we're talking about my best bang for buck game, it would be Battlefield 1 or Rainbow Six Siege. If we're talking about my best bang for buck, probably. What was the board game that started your board game addiction? Lords of Waterdeep. Lords of Waterdeep was kind of the spot where I was like, oh my gosh, I like this thing. Lords of Waterdeep for me. Good choices. I managed to get a brand new copy of Twilight Imperium, 3rd edition. And, oh, nice. $30 in Twilight Imperium. That's insane. Wow. Unfathomable. I playtested Unfathomable, and I didn't think it was ready to be released. I thought it had problems. So I thought it was okay. I like Battlestar Galactica more. And Fantasy Flight has really tried to milk as much as it could out of the Lovecraftian horror. And so Unfathomable just did not interest me at all. So PAX Unplugged, I think, is a great convention. It's small enough to where it's not overwhelming, like maybe Gen Con or Essen. And I like Philly as a city. I like Philly. I like going to places to eat in Philly. I think Philly's dope. So PAX Unplugged, I think, is a good pick. Just kind of have half of an agenda and half of not an agenda. Like, know some things that you want to go do, and then also just have fun doing something that you weren't expecting to, and like sitting down and playing games. Yeah, no, I understand Battlestar Galactica is very expensive. I got fortunate to get a copy of it. Unfathomable just didn't do it for me. BSG is expensive. It's expensive. Hands down. You know what I could do is I could get on my phone, and that would be easier. Let me go to Primary, and let me now go to Devin Talks Tabletop. Ale Alexido, you got it. So Ale Alexido is the one that is one you want it. Let me see. The other guy who's DKB. No, David. You were 2 minutes behind. You were 2 minutes behind the other guy. So Ale Alexido, you got it. Oh my gosh, Kevin. We don't deserve you, Kevin. We genuinely do not deserve you. You are just too sweet of a human being. You're just too sweet of a human being. I need to mute. I'll just turn off the volume on my phone. I'll turn off the volume on my phone so that I can do this. Yeah, so Ale Alexido, you got it. You won the thing, so I'll reach out to you to see if you're US based. And then who was it? David Brown. If Ale Alexido is not US based, I'll send you the copies of the physical games. So it could be a combination of stuff. It just depends on if the winner is US based. But it's a potential single winner or double winner. I got rid of Unfathomable as I found the name underwhelming. Yeah, it's a lame name. It's a bad name. It's boring. Oh yeah. No, I mean, Magris, if you like RPGs, Gen Con is gonna very much more facilitate that. But Philly Impact's Unplugged, I just like them in cities. Hey, Pat, that's awesome. Yeah, no, Lords of Waterdeep is awesome. Best game to perfectly combine theme and mechanics. Oof, Ori, tough question. Theme and mechanics. Tough question. Cthulhu Death May Die? Or maybe Horizon, or I mean like Alien the RPG or Cthulhu Death May Die. Like, as you get more so in Cthulhu Death May Die, as you get more insane, you get more powerful, which I think matches so well with Cthulhu and H.P. Lovecraft. Like, as you become closer to the Elder Gods, you become more powerful, but you also literally lose your mind. Lucky in Love. Let's see. Yeah, Ale, you won. Well, if you're US based, you're getting the games. If you're not US based, you're getting the money. I feel that for the theme 1,000%. Yeah. No, BSG is so expensive. Like August, you 100%. Don't do it unless you really want it. So August, the thing that keep in mind is Battlestar Galactica is available on TTS with all of the expansions. And you can implement whichever expansion you want. So play it thoroughly on TTS before you ever decide to spend that much on the game. What new board game coming out that you're really excited for? Extra points for something we haven't heard about yet. Have you heard about Senjutsu? I don't know how widespread Senjutsu was. Senjutsu for me was like, it was kind of like, it hits my spot of the things I care about, but I know it's not like a Zombicide or Simon or other kind of major Kickstarter title, but I thought it did really well. But Senjutsu I'm super excited for. Kevin, you're just a freaking darling. You're a freaking darling, Kevin. You're ridiculous. Did Grim get one? Oh, it still didn't go to Grim. Oh my goodness. Sash, I know it's public domain. but it's just like just do something original. Just do an original IP. It's so much. Oh, sure. Civich, yeah, 100%. You may not prefer it because if you don't care about BSG at all, I totally get it. Grandma, hey, hope you're going. What exactly is happening around? Jack, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what's happening at all. My laptop was not charging to the extent that I was using it, so I can't use that anymore. So I'm reading your comments live on this so I can talk to you. That's about it. No. BSG is available on TTS. Play Battlestar Galactica 10 times on TTS. Use the base game. Use whatever expansions you want to do. Do not spend the money until you make sure it's a game that you like. Yeah. I'm all in on Senjutsu too. A normal Devin Chaos stream. That's right. Kevin is a fantastic human, and he's also accurate. How long have I been going? For? I don't even know. Live for 2 hours and 41 minutes. Have I really been going that long? I don't even know. Well, there's no more ice, so I'm not making another screwdriver. I'm sorry, David. I'm sorry you had that experience. Deep Shelving, the solo campaign of playing 6 out of 14 possibilities is affected by outcome and choices. That sounds interesting. I have no clue what you just said, Mike, but it sounds interesting. Oh, I own Unfathomable, and I've watched people play BSG, and I think is more streamlined, easier to get into. So my problem, and I don't know how much they fixed it, but like when I play tested it, I just felt like the pathing of the deep ones on the ship was so routine that it was really easy to account for mechanically, and which made it then not a problem or boring. And I don't know, BSG just felt different. Kevin, are you continually gifting people, or is it just randomly giving out some of the extras? I'm not entirely sure. Carlos, I still plan on streaming Dishonored. I just haven't been at my house, and last week I was doing a live stream to make up for the fact that it didn't have Monday content. But yeah, I plan on doing Dishonored. I just haven't been able to do it in the last like week and a half. But yes, I plan on finishing the game. I like doing it as a background activity to talking to all of you. I've played it before, so I know how to play it, which means I don't have to think too hard. And I can play it and talk to you guys. So yeah, I plan on doing it. Anyone play Madara and have any opinions on it? I haven't played Madara. I need to play Oathsworn, which is over there. I want to finish Oathsworn, Role Player Adventures. I'm doing Gloomhaven digitally. When the Age of Apocalypse expansion for Chronicles of Drunagor comes in and the Rules 2.0 come in with that, I want to jump back into Chronicles of Drunagor. There's too many things that I want to do that are prior to ever caring about Madara. But I know a lot of people seem to like it. It shows up when people accept it. Okay, gotcha. Carlos, this is because it doesn't have the marketing behind it. When Devin doesn't know what that is, it kind of highlights the problem. What are we talking about? Deep Shelf. Deep Shelf. Oh. You're talking about the Deep Shelf game. Let me look that up. Wow, I mean, since I'm on my thing and I can just type on my phone, Deep Shelf board game. Let's see. Interesting. Ninth Haven Games. It's a relaunch. It's a relaunch campaign by Ninth Haven Games. I've literally never heard about this. I've never heard about this, ever. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. You should play Darkest Dungeon. So yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's right there. It's right directly behind me. Directly behind me. Would be happy to play it. I don't know how. Alex would have to teach it to me. Hey, so many people have memberships now. Kevin, so like Kevin, the actual thing is like genuinely, that's really, really sweet of you, and also that's good for Alex because he's able to give extra content to the people because he's been doing the membership stuff. So it's even more helpful. You're wonderful, Kevin. I already said that, but I feel like you should know it more. So Benza Kovacs, you had Kovacs is Kovacs or Kovacs. Why there's a show or a book or something that has that as a first or last name, or it's like an awesome name. I can't remember what it is. Following Board Game Co. for so long, I'm so happy that I can watch members-only vids now. Hey, yeah, no, I mean, he's genuinely trying to make that a thing now. He's trying to make that a thing that to where people who are members get, extra content. So Alex is working on that. He's way more consistent with the members thing than I am with just my core channel, because Alex is a machine. Altered Carbon! That's what it is! That's what it is! Yep, 100%. Man, the first season of Altered Carbon, I was like, this show could really go somewhere. And then the second season fell a little bit flat for me. And it had nothing to do with Anthony Mackie. I think Anthony Mackie's an awesome actor. I think it's just, I don't know. They just kind of like went in weird ways with it. But Altered Carbon I really liked. Thank you for both of you for just knowing what I'm talking about. Michael, I don't know. Because I'm uninformed on a universal level of life in general. It was the writing. That's fair, Kevin. That's fair. The writing was really, I don't know. The first season really stepped things up. I also I understand physically that they have to change into new bodies, but I was fond of the guy. I know he's Suicide Squad, that actor. I thought he did a really good job of being a displaced and disassociated version of the Asian actor who played the original Kovac. So I thought that was well done. Joel Kinnaman, I think was his name. Yeah. Man. Good stuff. Has there been any more karaoke? I have not sang a song since Danny California. I can sing a song in a moment if you guys want, but I haven't sang anything since Danny California. After the number of jinx you had, you should totally try to flip the sword behind you the way Alex did. I do not suggest this. Okay. I mean, if that's what you want. You asked for it. Okay. There we go. The whole sword. Interesting. I'm trying to think. I really need the chair out of the way. So, I mean, let's see. If we're going to, flip it, it's going to come up, and it's going to come down again. And it's flip it up. I've got to, send it back, but at a normal level. The chair is, still in the way. I kind of need, full width for this. It's I kind of need, full width. Shka. I mean, if I just, do, a, huh? I could do, a, huh? And then I could do... I mean, let me see if I could do the knife thing. Before I skip... Because at the end of the day, Alex does juggling. And so he knows, the tang and the weight a little bit more. And then... Let me see if I can do it at a low scale. I mean, let me flip it sideways. So I can do it sideways. Nope. A little bit. Okay, I kind of have to do a little bit of a heft. Like that to catch it. Okay. So, that's more normal. To be able to do like that. But this is this is so weighty. I don't know, has Alex actually done this on camera? Did I miss something? When did he do this on camera? When did he do this full thing on camera? This feels so weighty. Whew. Like, you know, it moves okay. It's a little bit... It feels a little bit bottom heavy. Like if I have it like this and I do that, it moves a little quickly. So I feel like it's heavier here than it is here. Just based off of like weight, which means I'm not entirely sure how it'll flip. Because like if the knife does it... See, I didn't do that well. Didn't do that well either. Didn't do that well. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. I don't trust myself right now. And it's not even I'm worried about catching it. I don't like the environment. I don't like the environment. Because I don't want to mess up... I'll mess up my sword. I don't give a crap about my sword. In the sense of like dropping it. But I don't want to mess up his sword. And I also don't want to mess up anything here. Like, this is fine. I don't mind cutting myself with this. And it's small enough. And actually, like, the weight balance is different. But this, like, this is, I think, heavier on the blade. So, like, the... You know how you, like, measure weight? Like, the weight is... It's, like, right there. Like, that's it. So, like, I'm pretty sure with, like, the balance of a blade, it's supposed to be from, like, the handle onwards. So, like, this isn't... I don't think this is balanced. I don't think it is. Yeah. So, like, I don't feel comfortable flipping this, and I don't have the room for it. I don't have the room for it. So, I'm just going to put it back. I'm sorry to disappoint whoever asked me to do it, but it's not that I'm, like, scared. It's that this isn't my space. I would do it in my space, but I don't feel comfortable doing it in Alex's space. I'm sorry. Ugh. Dip-a-boo. Alrighty. Let's get back to stream. Ba-ba-ba. And because, once again, I broke the seal, which is not my fault, we're going to have an intermediate empty chair stream. And I'm going to take this upstairs. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Oh, let's see what you guys said. Because you guys were messaging a lot while I was deciding whether to do that or not. After the emergency, totally tried. Sash, you were the one that was telling me to do that? How dare you? David Brown, this seems particularly dumb. Please stop. We'll notify you and it will appear on the channel at the top. But more happy I get to early. Hey, Nita Mir, how's it going? Your favorite game with a sword in it. Oof, that's tough. I don't know. I can't think of that off the top of my head. If Alex can do it, then you can do it. Alex is way better than me at juggling. He has a surprising number of hidden talents, of which I am athletic. I am good at sports. I'm naturally gifted at sports. Does not mean I'm skilled at juggling. Alex is legit better. He did, but he was powered by coffee, heightened reflexes. That's crazy. I'll have to try that sometime. I expect blood or a puncher box. Just say you did it and we will vouch for you. You are the opposite now, so don't do it. Straight into Wonderland's War. Cardboard and sharp edges. Tactical analysis of the weight of the sword. I mean, did I do that? Did I do the tang and the balance of that right? I mean, you're supposed to see where it's weighted, I think. Make sure to wipe fingerprints off the blade. The oil from your fingers can etch the metal over time. Oh, you're legit giving help. Civich, I appreciate it. Appreciate you. Would never have trusted myself to fling naked swords around. I didn't know about the game of Fall of the Mountain King, but I've checked on Kickstarter and it looks awesome. I can't believe I won. Thanks, Devin. Yeah, hey, I will message you on email. But would you do it in Facebook? It's not well balanced. It's not a Hattori Hanzo sword. Kill Bill reference. Ooh, is that like a katana? A katana? Sorry, I don't know why I said katana. Gross. That was the Southern Arkansan in me. Is a katana, so I know like a tanto sword, like a tanto and a katana. I'm trying to think of the size of a Hanzo sword. Would you ever play TTS with fans? August? Yeah. I've done it before. I've played on TTS with subscribers before. It's less a question of would I do it and just like scheduling. Scheduling is tough sometimes. I also need to create a Discord. Mike James, Alex is going to watch the stream. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Amazing the things Devin can do when he's unsupervised. I will do things supervised or unsupervised. Alex will never leave him unsupervised again. Freely is Freely here. Hey everyone, I be Freely. He shouldn't tell him what he did, but he should have watched. Judging my skills, Devin could throw 4 sword further, while Alex would do that better. I feel like I could. I feel like I could throw something farther than Alex could. But Alex is maybe more deft with like hand-to-hand juggling stuff, for sure. But that's a big cup. 100% it is. It's a lot of water. It is 3:12 here. Carlos, I will probably do BGA. I'll probably do Board Game Arena during the 16-hour stream just because it works faster. I once something saw Devin almost kill himself with a sword. Ale, message me back. Are you US based or not? Just out of curiosity. That'll depend whether David gets the games or you get the games. If you're not US based, I'll just pay for you to be able to get the games where you live rather than having to like me pay a bunch of shipping. I'd rather just buy it for you to where you could get it. So just let me know. It's 4 p.m. here in China. That probably should tell me to go to bed. That's probably what that should tell me. I gotta drink water now, though, to counteract alcohol. Probably. I don't know. I like you guys. I like hanging out with you guys too much. I like people. You guys are cool people. It looks like it's working fine. I'm just going to keep chatting to you guys. 4:15 in Malaysia. A live stream full of surprises. Hey, I like all of you, so I'll keep hanging out. I'll keep hanging out. 9:15 in the evening in New Zealand. Well, that, play a quick solo. I don't know a quick solo game that Alex has here. But I don't have the top cam set up. No. Oh, he does. Oh, dear. Ooh. Whoopsie. It just went black. It just went black. He does not have that cam set up. I wonder if I turn that on. If I turn that on and I push recording, I wonder if that would turn it to that. Does that switch it to that? Nope. Nope, it doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. Don't. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off because it doesn't work. There's just going to be 2 little black blips in the stream where Devin thought that the pedal was working. The pedal is not working. It's not set up for that. I don't know how he switches the pedal structure. Yep, I will have to pee, David. I will. Boo boo boo. Oh, Green Bean, you were so close. Oh, you were close. You had it, Green Bean. You just didn't send it on time. I'm sorry. Well, it's Alex's mug. I don't have it at my house. It is funny though. It is kind of like the you know, live in South America, Bolivia. So Ale, you know, Alexito, I'll send you money. So I've done this for someone who lived in Brazil, and I sent them money so that they could buy Nemesis on a previous giveaway that I did. So I'll send you the money, and you could buy it there, or you could buy it through your local websites and stuff like that, to where it's not like shipping to Bolivia. And if that's the case, then David, I'll send you the games in the U.S. So You've Been Eaten is funny. So top camera was on, Mark, in terms of that camera was on, but Streamlabs was not set up for the pedal flip to properly go to that. Button Shy. So I haven't played any Button Shy games myself. I could play Crokinole by myself. You know what? That is the best thing I could do to say thank you to Kevin. I could just play Crokinole on the board that he got Alex. I'm gonna go get that. Empty chair. Empty chair. Oh. Okay. Oh, I really appreciate that. I'm happy that we have some board game fans in China. Alex has done a great job on his channel. He's really cultivated a lot of people who get good content on a regular basis because he's a consistent machine. Favorite Mind Clash game? I mean, off the top of my head, Anachrony, but I haven't gotten to play it as much. Oh, I missed. Either the mug is big or tiny epic Devin is visiting. I like that. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. Conspiracy theory, the mug is not... I am a hobbit, guys. I'm actually taller than Alex, so it would be a question of... Ah, man, I'm not doing well. I need to aim better. Man, I'm not... Guys, this is embarrassing. There we go. Got one. Let's see how many I can get in a row. Seeing as though you are working on the game right now, got any idea why big publishers are so blind to the idea of making better rulebooks and that it's a big barrier? So I don't know why it's big publishers necessarily and bad rulebooks. I think it's just like rulebooks are kind of an art form, and you really have to make you have to know how to make good ones. Oh, go in. Let's see. Kevin, I mean, the top camera is there. I could turn it on, but I don't know how to get it to switch to that on the pedal. I don't know how he has the pedal set up with Streamlabs. So, I mean, I guess I could, if I pull it back a little bit, you guys can see the middle a little bit more. So I'll pull it back a little bit so that you guys can see that. Which video game are you currently playing? I've not tried the new Harry Potter. I just recently finished God of War Ragnarok. And I might try Dead Space, though someone in chat was saying that they might send me Sifu. Oh my gosh, Devin. Anachrony. Yeah, Anachrony, I would be totally down with that on BGA. I don't have the Infinity Box. Alex has the Infinity Box. I just have the regular game with the Essential expansion. Oh, man. I do not have... I do not have my shot on right now. I need... There we go. So there's one. I played a game with Tracy, or Jeremy Tracy, who makes these boards. And I actually got a game one-on-one where I made all 8 of mine in it. It was insane. It's the only time it's ever happened to me. Oh my gosh, what a dinky shot. There we go. Alright. Oh wow, way too hard. There we go. Oh wow. A little bit bouncy, a little bit higher shot. Man, I need to go softer. There we go. There we go. Ah, too soft. Oh, really? Oh man, what a dinky. There we go. Okay, come on. Oh, a little bit too tough. There we go. Let's go. Ah. Wow. I'm not getting the straight shot. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see how many I can get. Ah, too soft. Wow. Come on, Devin. Come on. Seriously? Bad. Bad. Bad, 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 bad. You know what? I want it to be the opposite of bad. I want it to be good. Gnod dab. Badong. From now on, I will stand for the opposite of bad. It will be badong. Anybody? Kung Fu? Secret deal between big publishers and Ronnie Smith. Ronnie Smith is amazing. Oh, a Dead Space stream. A Dead Space stream would be dope. I need to finish Dishonored first. But 100%. Or be less drunk? Mark. Tipsy at best. Absolutely tipsy at best. I have had 6 ounces of vodka supplemented by 12 ounces of orange juice, maybe 8, maybe 10 ounces of orange juice, a decent amount of water. And at the end of the day, I mean 3 hours. You know, that's essentially 4 drinks across 3 hours. I would say tipsy at best. I would say tipsy at best. Yeah, no, Mind Clash games are really good, but they're just tough. Yeah, no, I mean, rulebooks are tough. Rulebooks are tough. You just gotta have the right people that know how to make them. Like Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules. He knows how to make good rulebooks. Josh Capel from Burnt Island Games. He's the graphic designer, but he also does the rulebooks. He knows how to make good rulebooks. Man, I cannot make that. Wow, what is happening? Go further. There we go. Whoop. A little bit too tough, a little bit too hard. Oh, come on. Really? That's how you want to play me? Go in. Go in. Screw you. I missed. Suck at this game, but I really want to board at some point. Kevin, you have been super generous. You've given Alex one. You've given me one to do for a giveaway. You've given Jesse one at least. Maybe Jesse two. You've given at least all of us one. Get one for yourself. Get one for yourself. I need to wax my fingers. Oh dear. Now I feel finger judged. Man, come on. There we go. Alright, I just need to get one more and I'll have made all of them, albeit with some misses. Ho ho ho! 2 for 2 on that last shot. Yeah. Alejandro! Awesome! Well, you don't have to play it first. I'll send it to you. Or, I mean, at the end of the day, Alejandro, when I do a giveaway, it is not meant to be just to burden someone with a game that they don't want. So, if you would rather just have the money to purchase other games, that is totally okay. I encourage you to check out In the Hall of the Mountain King and Fall of the Mountain King. Check them both out. But I will just send you the money. Because I think that's how people should enjoy winning something special and fun, is not being tied down to exactly one thing. Except for David, sorry, you're going to be tied down to one thing. I mean, it's definitely a contradictory statement, because you'll get the games if you're in the U.S. John Gets Games is awesome. I love John Gets Games. Before You Play, I love them. Monique and Naveen, fantastic. 4 shots, 1.5 ounces. Yeah, 4 shots. So 4 drinks. 1.5 ounces, 4 shots, across 3 hours. Which, about your body can, my body, I mean, I guess the metabolism of alcohol is different per body. But, roughly about 1 drink an hour. So I'm a little bit above regular metabolic, breakdown of alcohol in my body. Ish. The worst rule book you have ever read, probably for a prototype, so I don't know if that's fair. Too Many Bones is pretty bad. Chip Theory Games come a long way. Too Many Bones is pretty bad. Not like worst rule book ever bad, but it's pretty bad. Root. Root and Vast are probably worse than Too Many Bones, actually, at the end of the day. Like, the whole, 1.1, 1.22, 1.3 is like reading an index rather than a rule book. Like, the style of, the Law of Root and all that stuff, I hate that style of a rule book. Any plans to visit any of the UK cons this year? Paul Cheesable, yes, I plan to come to UKGE. 4 shots per 3 hours. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think 4 shots over the course of 3 hours. David Brown, sure. Not safe to play a dexterity game, or just not accurate? I mean, I think I'm safe to play it. I may just not be good at it. I will say, though, with certain dexterity games, the physical looseness that you get with any level of, not inebriation, but the lack of inhibition of alcohol sometimes makes you looser. I mean, I like beer pong kind of back in the day. Not that I ever drank beer, but when I've played and had some alcohol, it was easier. And Jeremy Tracy, he's even talked about having a couple beers and relaxing. And I think you focus a little bit less and you just kind of get into the rhythm of what you're doing. And so even if you've had a little bit of alcohol, sometimes you just get into a rhythm and you're able to just focus on what you're doing rather than getting too in your head about it. And I think that there is something to be said about that. I think that there is something to be said about the possibility of just not worrying about stuff and continuing to go. I think that that is part of the deal. Like, for example, I almost got 8 in a row right there because I wasn't thinking and I was just doing muscle memory rather than focusing too much, and I almost got a perfect 8. If I hadn't have focused on the fact that I had gotten 7 and I dialed in on the fact that if I got that, I was going to get 8, maybe, you know, I would have gotten it, but at the end of the day, it's okay. But maybe it helped a little bit that I had been drinking rather than being sober. Because now that I'm like, oh man, I just needed that 8th one, I can't get it. But when I was just chilling, I got 7 in a row. That's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. You gotta give me some love for that. You gotta give me some love for that, man. More tolerable with something to snack between. 100%. If I had had food, it would have been even better. I agree with you, Niedemir. Wow, Kevin, you're just fantastic. Were you an orange? Wait. Are you talking about the blue? Are you talking about blue, orange, golden, green, or whatever? Is that what you're talking about, David? Because I was gold orange. If that's what you're talking about, I was gold orange. If that is actually what you're talking about, that particular personality test. Oh. Then yeah, I totally know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, if that's not what you're talking about. I just remember those personality tests. Alright, guys. I am fading. Last questions. Last call for questions. Last call for questions. Send them my way. I love you all. Kevin, you're too nice. Too nice. Do you have any favorite snacks? Hey, Green Bean. Do you have any favorite snacks you like to eat when playing games that don't dirty up your hands? That don't dirty up my hands? If I like chips, sometimes I'll eat with forks because you can, like Doritos or something like that, or tortilla chips, you can just like, you can get them in between the tines of a fork and eat them. So sometimes I'll do that if I'm playing video games or board games. My wife and I really like to do like baked brie with like a sour cherry Davina spread and like either kind of crusty crouton-y bread or like a flat toasted bread, and then like olive oil covered, salt and peppered toasted walnuts and sliced apples and stuff like that. Like a kind of like a not necessarily a charcuterie spread, but like a baked brie fruit and spread, fruit and cheese spread. For sure. Money and space wise, I'm happy with my copy of Flick of Faith. I haven't played that, but I know a lot of people like it. If you could pick one theme to have a board game based on it, Warhammer 40k. I think Warhammer 40k is so cool. Either that or Dune. I've really liked Dune as I've been getting into it. I liked the first book a lot. I liked Denis Villeneuve's take on it, and I liked Dune Imperium. Favorite mechanic in board games, worker placement. Devin, you're awesome. First time commenting, but enjoy all the content. Been following your board game group for a while and helped me really get into the scene. Hey, thanks so much, August. That's really sweet of you. I appreciate it. You guys make this fun, so I appreciate that. Favorite Lovecraftian monster. Oof. Maybe the like the star things, the star spawn. At the Mountains of Madness, the ones that fly, that are like aliens. The short story at Mountains of Madness. There's an illustrated short story by like Francois Ballinger or whatever that is done by Free League. Really good. Fights in tight spaces made into a board game. I don't know that. Dune is amazing. The only book I've read more than 10 times. The first book I really like. I want to read more. Happy to catch a stream. Time to get back for some sleep. Hey, love you, Niedemir. Thanks for coming by. Kevin, yeah, you're awesome. Are you going to get Marvel United Multiverse? Yes, I got it all in because I have been able to organize the first 2 full waves of it into like 2 or 3 Kallax's worth of stuff. And it's just inarguably an efficient system. and the multiverse gives so much stuff that you can do with the old content. So yes, I went all in. DC show movie you're most looking forward to? I have not been happy with DC stuff since, like, Nolan's Batman trilogy. I just really haven't been impressed with any of it. Nolan's Batman trilogy, and then James Gunn's Suicide Squad is the best one since then. Specifically James Gunn's one. Yeah. Kevin, you're too sweet. You're fantastic. Oh, okay. Fights in tight spaces. Good to know. Good to know. Yes, Peacemaker. So the TV show has been interesting. I've watched it. I think John Cena plays that character very well. I haven't finished it. Three more questions. Then I go sleep. Eagles. That's only one question. Two more. I'm not getting Andromeda's Edge all in because I'm not backing anything until March. But if you have Dwellings of Eldervale, don't go all in. Just get all the gameplay stuff. If you don't have Dwellings of Eldervale, go all in. Which board game would you like to have painted? It has to be a CMON game. Marvel United. I would love to have all of my Marvel United stuff painted. Games I'm most excited for in the future. Endeavor, Deep Sea, and Fractured Sky from Ivy Studios. Favorite Warhammer 40k faction to play? I was a basic bitch. Space Marines, like Ultramarines. Like all of the different factions. Maybe recently Adeptus Mechanicus, but yeah. You all from Ohio. I'm not. I live in Arkansas. I'm flying home later today. I shouldn't be awake right now. What game would you most likely give you nightmares? Maybe that Bone game that Jules sent me just in chat earlier. It was creepy. Solution to world peace? Humans understanding how to communicate. I think would fix a lot of things. Great to finally catch part of a stream. 'Twas a fun way to end the night. Thanks so much, Carlos. I appreciate it. I think that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm going to make one last 20-hole shot. And that's the stream. See you guys next time. Love all of you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.